Why, hello there, universe. Happy day of the week to you. I am very tired, which is perhaps quite evident, but we are still here regardless. I can't promise this is going to be an all-day stream, but I do quite enjoy Back to the Heavens, so let's play for a little bit, you and I. Oh goodness, I forgot that we were dealing with whatever the heck this is. I don't remember how to do this part. It's fine, we'll get back into it. Right, alright, it has the mechanic where it builds up your momentum. We want it to hit it while going downward because that'll give us leftward momentum when we hit it. Cool, cool, cool. Certainly gonna have to master that, at least I assume we will. Wonder if this means anything as well. If it should imply that we should bounce off the ground on the way. Might be easier to do like that. I find that most things in this game have like a sort of predefined right and wrong answer. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it, Kana. Hopefully you're doing great today. That's too hard, but there's also a delicious fruit up there, which I'm forgetting the name of. A gelin. I was gonna call it a melon. I was like, there's no chance. I could build it up and then scoochy it over there. That might be a better solution. Okay, you have like no chutzpah to it at all. I guess it's technically salvageable if I just... Oh, is that what that means? Is do another jump? Okay, that's probably what it means. You grab it... Whoops, I'm a little bit too far. You grab it, scoochy, do a downward hit, and then the double momentum probably launches you up pretty easily. I feel like I had a good way to do it before, but I don't remember what it was. Yeah, okay, that would work just fine. A little bit farther, though. Oh, goodness. That would have been fine if I had some forward swings. This feels more consistent. I don't remember what I was doing last time. I swung a little late, but that would have been fine, I think. You move the microphone a little bit. I feel like it gets kind of skrunked during this game. I guess not skrunked, but it's a lot closer to my keyboard than it normally is, so I don't want it to get too loud. I keep forgetting to do that downward hit. It's fine. We'll get into it. I know it's probably a rough time for being tired, but you know what? Sometimes you just need to be tired while streaming. It's really not that big of a deal. I'm being a little bit dramatic, but damn, I've been really bad at sleeping lately. I don't know what happened. There we go. So a lot of this seems like it's going to be taking advantage of our ability to scooty and maintain from that, because we get a lot of juice from that. It'd be interesting if we can get multiple. Okay, we can. I don't know if I put that together last time. Oh, right, this room felt like literally impossible. What are we supposed to do here? So we clearly have a sign there. It's all coming back to me now. Unfortunately. What could that mean on the right over there? My goodness. What could that mean? So clearly left is our goal. Purple kills us if we touch it, period. We can turn into a ball, but that's probably not part of the answer. We have access to something on the left wall there, which gives us our momentum if we hit it, and it'll maintain our momentum. So if we hit it with a bat, it'll send us the opposite direction. But if we're like flying downward, it'll keep that momentum as well. So it stores the momentum we would normally have while hitting it. Down here, it shows what I assume is land down here, go up onto that one, then somehow build momentum on that to get up to there, and then from there I can build up the momentum and go. So if I get to this spot here, I can probably just go up off the wall and bounce, and hopefully with enough speed make it across. But this might be tight from that red block on the left to the purple blocks. The question is, how do I get the momentum I need from this block up here? And of course, the downside is if I die, I have to do the entry again, which takes a while. I can get a pretty good amount of bounce down there. If we ever lose our bounce, we're completely cooked. To bat or not to bat? Does not to bat means you can ball? Oh, maybe. That's kind of a really positive outlook on it. Very nice to see you as well, Lucario Zealot. Hopefully you're doing just stellar today. I'm so tired. All right. So my best guess is that so we can build up momentum in two ways, right? One of which is by bouncing down here and then going up and smacking the wall. The other one is hitting this on the way down. I could also ball off of there, which would get me, I think, maybe it's less momentum. If I fall and then charge a fully charged bat swing, we could probably make it up there. My concern is that if we get downward momentum, it'll just launch me into the corner down here, which is really not what we want. Because it seems like the intent, assuming that this is just like effectively this room stretched out, so you want to land down in that hole first, which makes sense, and then go slightly up and then to the right over to there. If I can get a perfectly horizontal launch, it would be fine, but I don't think it'll be perfectly horizontal. I think the best thing we could do now is just to test it a little bit. Oh, right, I have to ball to get down anyways. Interesting. Heck, I gotta get consistent getting in the room. At least that feels a lot better than whatever the heck I was doing before. Sometimes like the things on the walls are like perfectly succinct to me, and other times it feels like I'm like losing my mind. But that one makes a lot of sense now. So it must just be that I'm refreshed or something, even though I really don't feel refreshed. Oh, you know what? I can maintain that as a ball. So maybe that's the intent. We go up there. That still feels kind of overly complex. We go up there, we store it, we turn it into a ball, and we release it in an appropriate time to get to the middle area. Okay, that's very, very obvious now. Oh, that one's funny. You got me on that one. Heck. Sometimes I'm just too good. Truly suffering from success. Alright, I don't know why I'm trying from off the sand. We can easily stand on the sand to actually set it up. What does that mean over there, though? What could this mean? This is what's really getting me. Right, down, right, or right, down, left, down, right, down. Is it just describing sliding to get up this part here? This must be a puzzle or a way to do this part in case you don't know it. Maybe. I don't really get how it mean that, so perhaps not as well. With the momentum and bouncing, maybe. Got me stumped so far, though. Really left like myself. Past Miko was not kind with leaving this for current day Miko. I don't think past Miko realized how tired I was going to be, though. Or was just really selfish about it. Probably the latter, though. Or the former? Definitely not the latter. I can't see the future. Please don't hit the purple thing. Honestly, I might have been able to make it in there from that, but I don't think that that's the intended way. Okay, cool. It could also be a lot more of like bat control in the air. I think we have the right idea to start, though. But the issue is I'm getting a lot of like... I don't even know if I want to land in that lower area. That lower area might be bonus altogether, to be honest. Whoops, I kind of forgot what I was doing here. That lower area seems really, really difficult to land in without some really good hit on it. I forgot what I was doing again. This part's really easy now that I have the hang of it. This felt really difficult initially. But what the heck am I to do over there is the question. It's like, landing down there, what the heck would I even do? Following the logic of this. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. Because when I was looking initially, I was assuming it means go to the right and land over there, and then use that to get above and then land over there. And then use that to go off the wall, bounce, and have the momentum to go through there. But at the same time, like, that lower area feels much more difficult to enter than the upper area for me. But it does have one of those things for speed, but what would I even do with it? Let's say that I smack that a few times. Gucci, and then... Oh, I guess maybe I could launch myself away from there. So maybe I'm looking at it wrong. I think it could be possible to make it mostly across the room from there, but maybe not. I guess it depends on how much speed I could build up. One of those rooms where I just have to figure out what the thing I should be going for is. No, go off the wall. Okay, actually not off that wall. That wall... that wall hurts a little bit when we land. Maybe this is the final room of the game. I'm joking. I don't think this is the final room of the game. It's probably like wicked obvious. The worst part is there's like a hint in everything and I'm just reading it dumbly. So like, it's really on me no matter how I slice it. Oh, okay, interesting. So I got like a almost perfectly horizontal one there. But what direction would we want? It's what I'm thinking. Like, I can time it so that I can get a more succinct direction. I identify that. But that is also like still being influenced by our current trajectory, regardless of what we do. Heck. You get a lot of uppies if you do an upswing when that happens. So if I get a perfectly middling one, like still, that angle is so hard to hit, I feel. Maybe I'm missing something. Because if I want to get in that middle area, like getting that top one's not so bad. I can bat downwards to bat off the red X's and stuff. But getting that one is like ridiculous. I would need a I mean, I guess I could build up a crazy amount of speed theoretically, right? Wait. I think I might have figured it out. Because I can do it multiple times, I think. I hope. Okay, never mind. I was thinking maybe I'd have enough speed to get back up there and keep the ball, but that doesn't seem to be it. I could just smack it a few times in a row. That'll be a little bit inconsistent, but we should try that next. I guess figuring out how to get across at all is probably the first play. I mean, I can sort of get across, but it's just not where I think we want to be. Doesn't feel right. Okay, yeah, just some uppies after it. Gives you plenty of momentum to get up there. Okay, so I balled too late, but I think 2 swings can be good, potentially. How do you do the cool bat swing thing? Not that. Heck, I don't remember how to do it. It was, oh, there we go. That's really clean. Boom. I'm glad that actually does a hit, too. I wonder if there's some actual use for it. I imagine not, but if there is, I want to do it. I need to get a little bit closer. There we go. I feel like I'm sort of getting better at like the general momentum from these momentum store blocks or whatever you want to call them. I'm sure they have like a proper name. They're cool and I like them. I had good speed there, but it doesn't, even if it's going up a little bit, it's not quite enough to solve how gunked my momentum is. It might be possible for us to just kind of like reevaluate. I don't really know what I'm aiming for yet either. I'm gonna just try and get across. I'm gonna try and hit the far wall. Let's aim for that. Okay, so we want to hit on the way up. Let's wait for our second bounce after we do that, because we can definitely store 2 or 3, then hit a second bounce. I think that's probably the play. Thankfully, this is like really easy to get into now. As soon as I saw that area, I was like, oh no, I'm gonna be at the start here forever, but it makes more sense to me now. Let's try slide and then uppies. Not that much uppies. There we go. Alright. We ball on the way down. I held it a little bit. Or I balled a little bit too late. We should be fine. There we go. I think it's one of those things where once I figure it out and like how to do it properly, it'll make a lot of sense. Which kind of makes sense for a lot of things. In Factorio right now in Ultra Cube, I have to figure out how to decode qubits, and it's really been eating away at me. I've had to learn like circuit logic and combinators, and it's really making my poor peanut brain hurt. I still haven't really figured out a solution for it either. And you know it's bad when I'm like looking at stuff outside of streaming about it. It's really heckin' confusing. Heck, I keep forgetting to hold it. Every time I get a good one. But then again, like, that's fairly tight, so maybe we're not intended to get 3 hits at once. But also, it's probably not a bad idea to get as many as we can. That's very consistent. I like it. Alright. So that's easy getting over here. I think I could have made it into the hole, but I think my momentum would have been too much to survive. So maybe that's not the answer. I'd be surprised if it was. Like, why is that lower area relevant? The lower area can probably get us the momentum to get across the gap, but the issue that I'm getting to... Maybe you're supposed to get to the lower area from the upper area? Is that possible? Not really. Maybe the upper area is just you lose state. Surely not. It's like I was given too many pieces of the puzzle, and now my little peanut brain's like, which one's the right one? A little off on my timing. There we go. Yeah, getting up here is so easy. Could I theoretically build up more speed? I could with the skates, but I'm not going to use the skates again unless, like, something dictates it. I'm willing to bet it's super doable without it. Let's just take a moment to... That's a fall-through platform. I was just crouching to try and see under us, but that is straight up a fall-through platform. Okay, well that definitely changes things, but... How does it change things? I think I might have figured it out. Maybe, maybe not. I said that a few times, so I'd lean towards not figured it out, but we'll be optimistic and say there's a chance I figured it out. How about that? I didn't realize that was a fall-through platform, which is funny because I just heckin' fell through one. Okay, it's making a lot more sense to me now. I need to pay more attention. I feel like that's like the second or third time I've had an issue with a fall-through platform. I can't believe we made that. Very nice. This feels a lot more doable now. Heck, I had to go a little bit higher. But I think it might be the same as the start of the room, where we just need to keep that ball momentum. That's not the direct start, but this part here. Okay, so like, if I do this, that's a problem. Maybe I can Scoochie and save myself. I was thinking that I could like successfully ball and catch it on the way up, but maybe that's not the case. Maybe it's just like, if I do 2 strong hits, is it really that simple? There's no way. If I do 2 really strong hits, then hit down, we just soar across? Am I overthinking this dramatically? No, it can't be me. It's gotta be everyone else who's wrong. Heck. Surely, it has to be. Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense. Perhaps I was just moving too quickly there and couldn't smack the ground. Nah, that's too simple, though. I mean, sometimes simple just right. I've been known to overthink things. I wouldn't say it's my turn point, but it's certainly part of what makes me me. So 2 of them wasn't quite enough. It's possible I could have made that 3. Oh, I think we might have been able to hit that. But that does seem to be the right idea. I don't know what I was thinking there. I guess I'm thinking more about the other part. I mean, if nothing else, we can get to that area that felt inaccessible before. But the fact that that's like a traversable area, the one above, leads me to believe we want to go back up there, but surely not. Is that what this is hinting at? That you can drop through this thing underneath us? And then you Scoochie to the right. No, there's no chance. I'm overthinking things. Let's get back over there and just try more things for now. I think the most important thing is just try something different. I knew it. I was like, I think I can fit one Scoochie in here. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, I need to pay attention to the platforms more. That was a lot simpler than I was giving it credit for. I mean, it was still like kind of complex to figure out. So we have a few spots where we can fall through the floor here. A few benches. Looks like more symbols above us. Can I reach what's above us? Probably, right? Surely. Kind of reminds me of the town we were in before. I like that T block over there. May I Tetris with you? I really love the background too. I know I've glazed it before, but it looks nice. So is this our progression up here? Okay, so use the momentum here to get up there, and then use a huge amount of momentum there to fly across there. Makes sense to me, but let's go explore underneath. I keep doing the escape menu thing. Sure, there's something interesting down here as well. An elephant. This reminds me of V6 times. I don't know if it's meant to be an elephant or not, but it sure heckin' reminds me of V6 times. Their words here, they're completely ineligible. It shows 5 beasts. Oh, actually, wait, this is low-key deep lore, and by low-key, I mean probably not deep lore. Or probably not low-key, actually deep lore. Their words here are completely ineligible. It seems like there's some power behind the symbol. Okay, so maybe there's something I have to do here. Oh, I figured it out. Hold on. Imagine the crazy read that would have been. Honestly, kind of degenerate how much of a read that would have been. What the heck is going on over here? Oh, Hiker. I almost missed you. Hold on. Let's go say hi to Hiker. What up, Hiker? These islands are floating. Not sure how they do that. I'm sure there's a reason. What's up? Hi. This place was a research facility. However, from what I see, it's quite archaic despite that. Not exactly sure what this place is for, but it's at the center of Jalta Lake. It's likely connected to the Jalta incident. Do you want to know about the Jalta incident? I feel like we've learned a little bit. Yeah, I'd like to listen, please. Let me take a few steps back. This plateau is the closest landmass to the heavens. I don't mean only in elevation, but just in a special corner of the world. It used to have lots of tourism for that specific reason. This heavens place is home to angels. Angels are powerful beings that literally emit power. Their presence leaves by an incredibly small non-physical substance known as angel dust. Once angel dust decides to settle, that substance that it settles in becomes enriched. If you've noticed, this whole place may seem like a strange valley, but it's actually a lake. More accurately, used to be. You can probably guess that the dust would settle in this lake. Over years, decades, centuries, even millennia, would slowly infuse with the lake, and people seek to obtain it, sell it, drink it, whatever you can imagine. Give them power, after all. Out of nowhere, a beam from the skies tore through the center of the lake. That was the Jalta incident. The lake was drained. Some say it was by natural causes, others by the angels above. Either way, not only did the lake drain, but a miasma started to infect everyone with a curse. People thought the angels cursed this land as a result, a punishment for clamoring and seeking material gain. But the details are lost to time. No one dares to come here, and people who live here seem to be affected by this as well. That is the Jalta incident. If you're from here, you might have never noticed your curse. Which is to say, who's to say it's already been lifted, but the effects still linger? Interesting. There was another option to say, right? Notes ahead. I saw ahead that there are a few cryptic notes around the tower base in front of me, although I do not wish to fall from there. It's quite high up. I'm hoping that these aren't hints. Oh no, these are notes. This means something. Surely we want to fall from high up. Is this showing what's underneath us, maybe? No, there's no chance. But maybe. I was thinking there was some, like, invisible path you have to take, but you can just walk. Check 1. Up and down equal question mark. Text is really faded. What the heck does this mean? Up, down. To give you more uppies? A broken glass thing. Weird. If I push up and down at the same time, it just seems to do nothing. That could be a keyboard check, though. Hopefully it's not. Up, down. I mean, there were ways that we were accidentally getting more momentum, right? Maybe it had something to do with that. Very interesting. What the heck could this stuff mean over here? This must just be aesthetic. I mean, it looks cool. Hopefully it's not like a specific order of bounces you need to do. I want to drop down here too. Okay, that is a very peculiar spot to fall. We don't make it back up. That's fine. That was the whole hiker fell in like at the start of the game, which is a really cool map design. Alright, so it looks like this is our path. I mean, that doesn't surprise me too much. Presumably, it's built up a bunch of downward momentum and then hit off that to the side. Has a lot of uppies, so maybe it's not quite so simple. Or I'm just, alright, never mind. I was gonna say I'm built different, but unfortunately I'm built just the same as everybody else. Meme of all the Buzz Lightyears inside of Toy Story's Toy Store. What is the Toy Store in Toy Story called? Okay, so it actually kind of punishes you a little bit for not having the perfect one. Maybe that was too much. Maybe I'm just built better, and that's the problem. I kept doing it twice. I think we can actually land inside. Heck. I think we certainly could have saved that and gone inside. Not that it matters too much, because we're probably going to do this a few times, so it's better to get this down, right? I think that one full bat swing is enough. It was. I just didn't uppy there, and it made us go higher, but one full bat swing's plenty. That would have worked just fine. I think I need to land here and keep my momentum, maybe. Oh, no, wait. Okay, that was actually almost perfect, which is a shame. Never mind. Sometimes I just luck into the right stuff and it kind of goes crazy. The Astral Tower, crazy name. Maybe 2 instead of 3? Ah, I see. Might still be salvageable? No. Okay, so 2 instead of 3. 1, 2, down, down. A little bit later. Close though. 1, 2, down. That was 3. Oh, it didn't really move me this time. Wait, is this a new floor? Okay, this doesn't actually do anything. Okay, for some reason 2 doesn't do anything, but 3 launches the crap out of me. Weird. Was I too close? What am I doing differently? Must be too early. I'm getting the momentum wrong. Okay, so 3 small ones work. Very weird, this floor. What is that pink block up there? Oh, there's a note there too? Wait. Can I get over there? There's totally a note above it. I never got to the Jellin either. I wonder if I can go back and get the Jellin. I keep thinking that wall's fake because like the white on the, or the trim of the wall next to the pink is a different color. I think that might not be the case. Oh, that might be a reward for making it higher up here instead of the way I did. Because there's clearly something there. Heck, I really want it. I'm bumping my noggin there, so I don't think that I can do it. There's so much stuff I want to go back and find. How do I get the speed? I guess I could buffer a swing, but it's really close. Alright, hold on. This will be easy. Check it out. I don't know why I tried the exact same thing. That's very funny. I was like, this is definitely gonna work this time. Oh, actually that does work. Never mind. Don't do it. Okay. Oh, okay. I see. We can get up there normally. So it looks like there's two places we can go right now. I'm guessing that open part on the right there is to get that secret I want. So I'm going to be going for that. But it looks like left is probably what we're intended to do. My thought is if I do it like this... Heck, that was close. I should have swung right and I think I would have made it. So all I have to do is land on that one and then I can make it naturally. So I don't have to overthink this. Okay, cool. We need to take advantage of like that mechanics and momentum in general. I wonder if that's entirely skippable. It's kind of close. It's interesting. I don't know, I keep doing that. I'm addicted to speed even though I can't go fast. It's a real problem. For someone such as myself. It moves at a speed such as mine, which is a slug pace, which is very unfortunate. Especially today. I really don't know what it is or why I'm so tired, but I am really tired. I guess it's just like the garbage sleeping for... Okay, that one was just sad. The garbage sleeping for literally years catching up to me. I definitely want whatever that note is. Even if it just has like lol comma space Lamau, I still want it. That might be it there, actually. Dang it, I should have just moved back. I was like, I'll probably find slug reflexes, I swear. No, that was almost perfect. I mean, maybe I can just ball at the end too. I don't think it'll be too bad to figure this out. That's very famous last wordy and I should not have said it. Okay, well, that was unfortunate. Some wires got crossed there in the lithosphere and things did not quite pan out where they needed to. I wonder if I have to be a ball. I mean, that one was close, but it might have just been a little bit too low. That was probably more likely the case. Do not swing upward under any circumstances. I know it feels like I need more height. Alternatively, I can ball store it too, but I don't think that that's going to be necessary. Doesn't look that bad. Do not swing up, Miko. Do not. The upswing. Do not go silently into the upswing. Really? Heck. Maybe it's not an us hole and instead like an us off ramp or something. Like maybe that's how you're supposed to just like go through that area if you gunk it. Like you can skip this area if you end up there and this is like not meant to be entered. Because I could see it being probably possible to reach that area. But it's totally doable and I'm not giving up. Okay, that one was a little bit sad. But like, you have to have those moments. Like, you're on a grind for a 1 in 10,000 item and you're like, what if it just doesn't exist? What if they patched it out of the game? Then you gotta hit up the Wikipedia page and then you see people like, oh, hey, this item's supposed to be rare, right? And they get it in like one try and you're like, great, so happy for you. Because you're like kind of happy for them, but at the same time, like, buddy, some of us are suffering. Some of us go 30,000 for that 1 in 10,000 and even worse. I don't want to do this. Heck, I was thinking if maybe I could just get enough momentum. Might have been possible, but didn't feel very possible for me. Oh, you know, this is actually fall throughable as well, interestingly enough. I don't think it matters too much, but I could theoretically, like... I'm gonna launch it down here because that wasn't the momentum I wanted. I think that could have been it. I released earlier. Maybe a forward bat swing there. I still don't even know if it's enterable. It looks like it's enterable though, so I'm gonna hope that it is. It's like, think of the cool thing. That note probably has something prolific on it. It probably says lol comet space Lamau, and that would be pretty good to see, right? That one felt like I could have salvaged it, but I don't know how I could have. What if I do some leftward swings when that happens? I don't think it's going to be enough still. Heck. That may be more consistent. I could technically store 2 swings, but I still don't know if it'll be enough. I'm really inconsistent getting across here. It's weird. I keep thinking that 2 swings is better than 3 swings, then I swing down too late. I can't upswing at all. So it has to be a good timing thing. Oh, that one was close too, but we keep catching that lower lip. Unfortunate. The important thing is to keep smashing your head on the problem until it gets not problemed anymore. That's what we call problem solving. Alright, that was a... not a problem solve as much as a problem create that I made there. It's kind of like problem solving. Maybe it has to do with sliding. Probably not. I mean, with that momentum, that actually might be it. Hold on, I think that's a good idea. Heck, it was almost it. I was thinking if I could charge up enough of a bat there. I guess I could crouch to charge the bat, theoretically. It's totally enterable. It's gotta be. If that's not enterable, I don't know what's real. What if it's like much more obvious than I think it is? Heck, catching that one's so rough because it's kind of the momentum I want, but I never ball. I just kind of fall with it. Look, this is going to be the most insightful piece of information that we could possibly find. We did it. Yay, finally. What is it? Tech 3. Oh, we missed Tech 2. They always be ballin'. Okay, now they're just memeing. Who is they? That was worth it. They do always be ballin'. 100% they always be ballin'. Oh, there's ice behind here too. Interesting. They always be ballin'. Worth every second, genuinely. So what are we actually meant to do over here? Clearly we're meant to build up some momentum with this, but how are we meant to use it? I'm guessing like this and then balling downward. They do always be balling. Wait, that makes complete sense. They always be balling. Okay, I may have balled a little too close to the sun. Oh, I need to release it and then... That hurts. I need to release it and then ball. I need to unball to to fly down and then ball again. I think. Makes complete sense to me. Oh, I could have also potentially grabbed it with that one. I think I had enough momentum to salvage it. Heck, I gotta stop doing that. They always be balling. That's so true. That is like such a valid thing to say. Holy guacamole. Put that on my tombstone. Heck, I keep not balling. And they always need to be balling. Remember that. Heck, I had it and then I released it. I guess I kind of need to release it though. Maybe I don't need that much speed. Let's try it with 2 of them because this is a safe area to practice. Just figure out the timing that we need. Figure out they always be ballin'. They do always be ballin'. It's so true, though. There's no chance you expect me to maintain the absurd amount of speed required to make it through this area. Like, surely that's certainly it, for the record. I'm not saying it's impossible, but like, holy guacamole. How do we get a crazy amount of speed? I mean, there's a corner here. My big fear is that this spot will drop us down if we're a ball, right? We can't go and hold it over the lip because this lip is here. We'd be crouching. I was thinking maybe I could maintain it out of a slide. That's gonna be way too slow. That wasn't bad, but not quite what we need. Close. I think I need to keep the momentum from sliding like this into the first hit. Because it's really hard. Oh, it's not impossible though. I was gonna say it's really hard to keep the momentum from sliding forward. Because like you have to release crouch to do it. How in the heck are you meant to get that much speed? If I swing upward there, I think we'll bonk on it and go down. Maybe it's time for the secret tech? The up down? Alright, maybe not. But what if it is time for the secret tech? Alright, never mind. I got overzealous there. I'm sorry. I got a little wacky when I wasn't supposed to get wacky. This feels wrong. There's gotta be something I'm missing here. You can store the momentum in the block. If we're standing directly on it, regardless of what side we're on it, it's going to store pure upward and nothing else. Oh, I could theoretically... Actually, I have an idea. I have an idea. If I can... Okay, yeah. That was almost what we needed, but I think that's the idea. We only want to store 1 or 2. Ideally 2, but 2 is a lot harder than 1 because it takes extra time to swing. And then ball through. Okay, cool. That makes complete sense. I could have probably balled up there, but the fact that there's a momentum save there surprises me. Oh, you know what? It's probably... I probably just did it in a weird way. They probably intend for you to hit this one, slide and hit that one, and then go up. I think this is just an alternate way to do it, potentially. I think this is the intent. I can certainly do it this way. I see. You can store the momentum from falling onto it. Very interesting. I mean, it makes complete sense. Is this just like death over here? The way around. Conflict abound. That is kind of bars, though. That is a little hall-worthy, but that is kind of bars. Kind of curious where we are now, so let's pop down here. Anytime I can fall off and bounce back up, I'm kind of always up for it. Yeah, we're back at the start of the game. Makes sense. So we store it and then fly up there. It should be really easy, right? Weird. That's certainly what we want. Heck, I'm gonna have to redo that part. That's fine. I like this part. It's interesting. I feel like you've looped around the game. It certainly feels like it is very cool that you could just fall off and end up somewhere. Thank goodness we have lampposts, though, because Bennett Foddying our way to the very start of the game again would be kind of awful. Although, maybe it's really fun to... I mean, if you're skillful enough, it probably doesn't matter, right? You know, I probably wanted momentum there. What the heck is that kind of block? All right, hold on. Let's look it out. I'm sorry, what? So my guess, and I don't know what this does yet, my guess is this functions just like the ground blocks. We'll be able to store momentum on it. We go up here, we have to fit through that tiny hole, and then go up there, and then bounce off that wall, bounce off that wall, bounce off that one, bounce off that. And then go up. That doesn't make any sense. How is that even possible? Let's figure out what this does first. Okay, it does exactly what I thought. I could build up a pretty absurd amount of momentum. Maybe that's it. Just going back over and over again. Heck. I also didn't roll. No longer rolling, but we are always ballin'. It's really an important lesson for the game. Alright, so if I really don't think we're gonna fit in there, though. Maybe that's just enough speed. Let's just try to go through it once without building extra speed. We're going to need an obscene amount of speed. Like, I can kind of get up there, but we need like 400 times the speed I have now. It's got to be what I was doing before, right? Because if we catch it quick enough, we can buffer up to 3 of them, which will be good. This one's going to be tricky. That's for gosh darn sure. It might be that we need the momentum from the last one as well. Ow, my bones. At least it's sand. I feel like sand is probably... Honestly, it's probably equally as rough to land on than anything else. People don't think about how much it sucks to land on water when you fall from a really high height, too. Not pleasant. Let's just try to get a full swing and see where we end up. Alright, we ended up down here. I don't think that's intentional. That's probably not what they wanted. Probably want to get up to the upper part instead of this part. It's really hard to stand still right next to it. Does it move us all together is the question. Yeah, it's like not even remotely close. Oh gosh, we're gonna have to do some crazy stuff. So we want the momentum to be going right. Gonna be a lot of scooching, I imagine. Maybe it's not scooching? Heck. This is gonna be a tough one. At least it functions how I think it did. So there's less of a mystery about that one. Heck. It's just gonna be figuring out how to momentum. Alright, what gives us more momentum? That gives us a pretty big bar of it. I think the bar's gonna have to be like off the screen to satisfy this. If we're swinging towards it, we get way less speed. So I think the intent is to go this way. Morning, Miko. Good to see you batting towards the heavens. Flip, very nice to see you per norm. Hopefully you're doing just stellar today. This is gonna be so confusing. My poor little peanut brain. Okay, that was an obscene amount of speed. I think that's exactly what we needed, actually. How are we supposed to hit it properly? I guess just swing and pray. There's no way. That was what we needed for speed, though. I mean, potentially. It also might not have been. I got extra speed at the end there, but that was good. My poor bones. I gotta go the other way. Okay, so that was what we needed, but I don't think it was quite enough. I think I gunked it a little bit, but that was the intent. That's good. It's doable. We've at least unraveled part of the tech, probably. Fitting through that hole is going to be a real nightmare, let me tell you. Heck, I always do that. How do you leave this normally? Oh, it says X for exit. Should probably try reading first, huh? Okay, so I can get 3 of them. It's tough. Yeah, I gotta turn to a ping pong ball. Do ping pong balls really ricochet? I guess they do. I've never really played ping pong. I feel like people often say that, though, colloquially, like, it bounced around like a ping pong ball. Maybe not. Maybe I made that up. I hope I didn't make that up. Surely that's a thing. I messed up my own speed. Let's just go back. Let's just reset again. Okay, so I missed it that time. Let's reset. Oh, I get that speed, but it's so tough. I run out of so much time. I wonder if there's a way I could do it better and then, like, eat less inputs. Because I use a lot of the temporary time we have from crouching just getting up to Scoochie again. I can probably do it perfectly, because you can stay scooching. Always be scooching is an important lifestyle to live by, right? I don't think this needs much time at all. Yeah, if I can always be scooching, but that is not easy for someone such as myself. Yeah, we definitely need the other hit. I mean, we probably need the other hit. The scary thing for me is we're gonna get the speed and maybe not make it in the hole up there. Don't go. I don't think this gives me much more speed than just doing Scoochie. So I'm gonna just lead into a Scooch, I think. Maybe I can get a better setup. It's easy enough to get back, so I'm not sweating it too much. It's very tough to execute. I hope I don't have the wrong idea, but I think I do. I lost too much time again. I think I have to do each one perfect. When I end up in this position, I don't successfully scooch. I basically should just reset. Let's practice some scooching. We're just casually scooching. That's what we do. We scooch. That's what we do. We scooch. Heck, that one was kind of close. I need to be hitting it going right every time or I lose speed, which is an issue. That was good, but I missed the last scooch I needed, or I guess the second to last scooch. The pentultimate scooch, as it were. Yeah, you got like no speed going the other way. Heck, that was good, but I was too slow. I think we may have gotten the speed there, but I didn't swing enough at the end. I should probably start swinging randomly after I do it, but then again, I'm gonna mess it up way more if I do. I mean, maybe 2 is sufficient if I get a really big swing at the start, but I don't think so. It's really tight with 3, though. But if I do it right, I can get, like, whatever it is, 7 frames of standing time. I don't know if it counts 7 frames or what. Like, there, I'm in a really good spot, but I messed it up past that point. I have a lot of freedom there, too. I can literally just slide over to the thing and hit it, hopefully. Assuming that I can hit it the frame I stand up, which I have no idea. Kind of operating under the assumption that we're going to moving so fast that our bat's going to just hit a lot of locations at once. Maybe? I don't really know how it'll work. Heck, that one was good too, but I gubbed it up. Okay, 1, 2. 1, 2. It's so easy to get to. It's much more difficult to get the third one. Maybe I should try out the second one more. No, there's no chance. This is clearly a mastery thing. This is the scooching final exam. Because, like, if I lose 7 each time, 7, 14, 21, I'll still have plenty of time to do it. Easier said than done, though. I certainly could have made this one. I guess I don't have to rush it. As long as I'm scooching, I can take my time to get back to it, I think. Heck, I messed up the scooch, though. Heck, I keep messing that up on the way back too. No, let me out. Heck, I definitely could have done that one. I didn't swing. I didn't think I was gonna get the last hit, so I gave up on it. I accidentally swung at the wall going up, which gave us more speed, admittedly, but wasn't what we needed. I mean, theoretically, I could swing down and then ball afterwards when I go up. Maybe that's easier. Let me try that. Maybe not. It's quite difficult. No, it's really hard to hit it on that third one. I should have taken more time to think about it when I had it set up. But we were sliding on ice, so I was like, I'll probably end up in the wrong spot pretty soon. Heck. Back at the bottom. Started at the top, now we're here. On a related note, I'm grateful that my... Oh man, having the time that's crazy too. Surely the intent must be sliding for the last one and then hitting it once you're right there. But like, that's kind of tight too. And if I hit it too far to the side, it does that, and we just smack the wall. Very strange. This is a really complex one. I think I have the right idea. I thought those arrows were supposed to launch you like straight in their direction though. No, I had the speed and everything. I swung too late. But you're saying there's a chance. Heck, we gotta redo the whole thing. Are you sure you don't get that much speed if you bat one going left? I'm pretty sure. I'll try it again though, because you might be onto something. There we go. Alright, so... yeah, it looks a lot smaller to me. Oh, it's certainly smaller. I mean, maybe it's still a good amount of speed, though. Hey, Wise Wolf, good to see you. Barely missed stream yesterday. Oh, no. Well, I'm still happy that you're around, and hopefully you're doing great as well. Heck. This is going to be so cool when it pans out, though. That's the thing. It's going to be the coolest thing, perhaps ever. Maybe of all time. I'll admit it. I just keep messing up the Scoochie after a few of them. I feel like I never struggled with it before. Okay, you have to turn around either way, I guess. So for some reason I thought you wouldn't. Blocks are tricky. They are tricky. We're going to be too fast to hit it, I think. Yeah. I think we're on the right track, though. I'm great, just sleepy from the heat. I feel so tired today. Like, genuinely, I feel more tired than I felt in a long time. I don't know what it is, if it's heat or what, but I am just exhausted. But, like, I'm very much the kind of person where, like, if I spend all day, like, in bed, I feel like I haven't done enough today. Heck. I wonder what's better. Should I be going for just rapidly swinging once we get the third one, or should I be trying to line up under it? I'm guessing we should rapidly swing. I think it's too hard to line it up. But it's like, it's very fast. We're extraordinarily quick. This must be so satisfying if you're really good at this, though. Heck, bounce on the wrong wall. Wait, that's way too much speed. Like, I think we need to hit one. I mean, clearly every 10 frames or whatever countdowns needs to be a hit. Like, this is a good spot, but I messed it up, so we're just super far away in the wrong direction. If we were in the other wall, I think it might have been salvageable. But then again, having 17 left on after the second hit on that wall would have been crazy. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't consider that. Heck. I was like, I can salvage this. I certainly could have a few times. I didn't consider that I could hit it downward as well, but surely we just want the speed as much as we can. Oh my gosh, what if we want to hit it downward? No, there's no chance. We wouldn't be able to build up that much speed. I think we're on the right path here. I think it's just a mechanical check. A check which I have failed a few times. I blame the high CO2 content in the atmosphere. Honestly, reasonable. Totally valid. No. I always mess it up after getting into that corner there. I'm gonna do this a few times. I'm gonna just, like, I can scoochie. I know how to scoochie, right? We're scooching right now. And yeah, I messed it up there again. I guess it's just too much going on at once in my brain. Because you gotta do it fairly quickly. Yeah, even with like a hope and a prayer there, we're not quite making it with two. Every time I choke on that one, though. You would think it would be so bad to get consistently. I wonder what it is. I guess it's just like trying to get the input for the scoochie every time is a little tough. Like, I could have theoretically hit it there, but I don't think with the time that's left here I would have been able to salvage it successfully. It's certainly the right idea. I mean, I hope it's the right idea. I almost was able to salvage that one. I mean, maybe if I swung, we would have just made it. But the thing is we have to remember when we swing to turn into a ball, which is what I think I'm gonna mess up. Alright, 1, 2... Okay, so I did all of the things right, just very wrong. Which is kind of fine. Like, that's life sometimes, right? Sometimes you do the right thing, sometimes you do the wrong thing. End of the day, you do a thing, and I think that's the important thing. Kind of insightful, though, like, unironically. We were in such a good position there. I wonder if it's... Okay, maybe it's impossible for us to store a crouch there. I've been trying to store a crouch after the third one so we can think about it for a sec, but maybe we just have to kind of like send it. Alright, we're certainly not getting it. Let's just reset really quick. Heck, every time. Go back, go back. Simply do the thing right, and then it is correct, and you don't need to do it anymore. Simply do not mess up. Thank goodness they put a soft sand wall over there. Really thoughtful for a character that I will colloquially refer to as the Batter, because I do not know if they have a name otherwise. Heck. There we go, that's better. The wires get crossed sometimes, and then I end up back down here. Okay, this time we're doing it. And by this time I meant the next time. So I can see why you would have been confused thinking it was meant to be this time. Theoretically speaking, I could buffer speed once I land from messing up, but I don't think that's probably the intent, right? Heck. I think this one's salvageable. There we go. Looked good. Very close, very close. I got the speed there, but I swung late. Which, again, it might not even be possible when I'm trying. I could just be wrong. But this feels right. It's so close to curses. Wait a minute. No, there's no way. I was like, maybe I could use this to buffer enough speed to make it through, but I don't think so. Yeah, no, you go through there. I hear a fizzy ice cream somewhere. I imagine it's right above us. Surely I can't use this room. Is this the thing I can sit on? No, it's a background piece. Nah, alright, we gotta do the whole thing. I was thinking maybe there's something in here that could have helped us salvage it, but I don't think so. Oh no, I smacked the wall with my bat as I went up. I heard the heckin' swing of the bat and I was like, no. That was close, that was good. Making progress, I think. I think that's why we got off center though. So I think that first area, we kind of just fit in there if we're fast enough by bouncing off the walls. Which makes it feel doable. That was very close though. I think what we were a little bit, I think we had it right effectively. Go, no. Alright, we lose too much speed on that one. We're getting better though, we're getting better. We'll get it. Or we won't, but I'm pretty sure we will. That was only 2 of them, so this isn't gonna make it. Heck, I scooched, but I didn't unscooch. Going back down here now. Okay, so... No, I hit the wall! Dang it, we made it up, but I fell back down. I mean, that's fine. I did smack the wall. We had enough speed, though. That's so unfortunate. I had it all and I threw it all away. It's super doable, though. I don't dislike this part, so I don't mind redoing it, but I absolutely choked there. I think we'll get up there again pretty soon. Actually, I should not say stuff like that. That is 100% how you end up not getting up there soon. This is fun, though. I mean, everyone likes going fast, right? I mean, I guess most people like going fast. We're getting better at, like, hitting the green thing. I think it's just spam hits and don't try to buffer like a patient person. We might have had the speed there. I don't think we did. I think we missed the last one. I should have tried to roll it anyways. I think I'm getting better at it. I'm trying to pay attention. So the important thing is, like, you have to crouch and then push the side button. You can't push the side button and then crouch. So I have to just make sure I get the motion of doing crouch and then the direction I want to go. Because you... Oh, you can also... You can't push both at the same time. Okay. I mean, you kind of can. But you really have to, like, make sure you push that crouch button first. Heck, I messed it up. That could have been it. That was it, I think, but I forgot to swing at the end. Close. I smacked the wall again on the way up, but that was what we need, so we'll get it pretty soon. We've certainly improved. I don't know why that worked. I was no longer balling and then suddenly I was up here. Cool. I thought I just messed it up again. I accepted the fact that I had lost. Whew. All right, that was tough. So we have a few hints here, which is... I don't really know what the hint would be. You know, let's just get a bunch of speed. It's easy enough to get across this way. Where is the fizzy drink? It sounds like it's right underneath us. The floor also looks different right here. I think I know where the fizzy drink is, unfortunately. I think it's underneath us. I didn't expect this to actually drop us through the floor. I was just trying to look downward. But I don't see the fizzy drink. It sounds like it's here. I was going to say it's in a hidden alcove in the area beneath us. Where doth the fizzy drink? It must be on the right over here somewhere. I think it's the very top. Wait, where do you fall through? Here specifically? Okay. Weird. Have all of these denotated you can fall through them? I don't even know if it's there, but surely it has to be. No, I'm smacking the wall still. Trying to figure out what part of the wall might be hollow. Oh, there is a platform sticking out on the right. Ooh, is this maybe the return path then? I didn't notice that before. Going for all the secrets in this game must be so tough. I'm guessing it's a one-way. I mean, it might not be as well. But I can't seem to identify a hole in the wall. So the hole is probably something that you can smack and bounce off of, so I can't find it by swinging my bat. I'm gonna assume it's accessible from the right side. How accessible is the question, though? Oh, wait a minute. There are some shenanigans down there. It's probably a respawn right there, I would say, for the sake of brevity. You can get a lot of speed by doing a scoochie off of those. That's good to know. I mean, it's probably something I've already done, but it's still good to remember. Heck. Hold on, I can salvage this, like, unironically. This one's a tougher sell. I definitely need to scoochie off that. I love how much control you have over your character. It feels really good to get better at it as time goes on. Heck. That's tough. That's a tough sell after I was just like flexing how good it feels to get better at controlling your character. It really is though. It's like a really satisfying feeling. Because like I'm doing things now that obviously I would have had no chance doing before. But I guess that's just the nature of everything. Just the feeling of growth is good. So why do I keep bumping off here? I just need to do that instead. Okay, cool. That's better. That's still really high, far away. I could scooch maybe? I don't think I had time to scooch, did I? Maybe I could have scooched actually. I think that was scoochable. I think there was some scoochosity to be done there and I hadn't quite committed to the scoochosity as I should have. Imagine that we salvaged it like that. What a world we would have lived in. Truly a utopia. That's totes it. Give me... Oh, it's not even a drink. It's a... Oh, it's a postcard, like in the log? Is that one of them? Pastel Strata. The still floating islands once inhabited by prolific scholars. The soil here is surprisingly rich with energy. Tip, if you fall for a while, you have to fully charge to keep speed. I mean, that makes sense. Heck yeah, it was totally worth it. Ah, okay, so it's a Scoochie. That's why we couldn't get in here. I love that. I want to find all the postcards. Alright, what were we supposed to do again? I don't remember. That was totally worth it though. That one wasn't really bad to find at all either. Ah, right. We're trying to go left, but like... How doth? I guess we can go up to that other spot and then give momentum. That's probably what it is. Forgot what I was doing for a moment. So we have that spot on the right that we can get up to. I imagine that's our first destination. Okay. Not quite what I wanted. I was hoping that that would line up a little bit better. Okay, no, here's a hint for us here, right? So it's jump and then jump higher. So I think that this is right. And then go through the floor and then ascend to new heights. We must clip through the floor is what this is telling us. Not only kidding. I don't quite understand the ending part though. Heck, that's really tough to like line up. I had a lot more control over it than I really took advantage of, so it shouldn't be too bad. I mean, it's fine. We can get back up there really easy. Just trying to find a good way. I mean, maybe we should just kind of like send it, right? That was extremely close. I think that was totally what we wanted. Though I am now plexed because there's clearly 3 different options to land in. So which one do we want? Surely the highest one is the most like cool. That is how logic works. That's fine. Okay, maybe any of them would be satisfying at this point. Let's look up really quick. The middle one doesn't seem to lead anywhere. Maybe the top one's inaccessible. Wait, so we want the bottom one? That's a lot harder than I gave it credit for. Aiming for the bottom one specifically seems kind of tough. That's probably what it's denotating there. So we want to make sure we go underneath the other platform and then land on the lowest one. Maybe, or I'm overthinking it, but that feels right to me. No. Wait, hold on, we got one more chance. Never mind. No more chances. Alright, let's get up here and then we simply do the thing. Because if you do the thing, then you've done the thing. And when you've done the thing, things are done, which is good, I think. Okay, now I'm wicked confused. That feels like extremely difficult. We have so much horizontal momentum, right? Or vertical momentum, but not a lot of horizontal momentum. I guess I could focus all of my things on forward bat swings. That might get us in there. I don't remember how many I did last time. I feel like I did a bunch, though. I could get more momentum like this as well, theoretically. Honestly, that on its own almost made it in. I'm almost tempted to say we skip the jello block, but we would need a lot of speed to actually skip the jello block. But maybe that is fine. Maybe it's fine. Maybe we skip the jello block. Or there's something secret up here that we can find. That would be cool too, and not a dead end. I guess I can peek up there to see if there's something neat. I don't know if those are aesthetic or hints. I feel like they're hints most of the time, though. But there's a lot of them here, so surely at least some of them are aesthetic. Actually, if you put them all together and translate them, it's a secret message that says always be ballin'. Honestly, that wouldn't actually surprise me. Nah, that's totes not it. Heck, this is quite confusing. I thought this would be kind of simple, but getting in that bottom one specifically seems really hard. Maybe we should aim for the top one instead, and the bottom one's just like a return shaft or something. They're both quite difficult. I consider that to be a pretty good attempt we had right there. But we weren't really close to any of them. That's the problem with using the jello blocks on the way through. I mean, maybe that upper platform is just kind of bait, actually. Wait. Is that what this is saying? No, okay. I mean, maybe it was, though. Maybe we can scooch you there. I think that upper platform might be bait. I'm having second thoughts about it now. Let's at least try a different avenue, because, like, 99% of the time, most of my issues are just, like, I'm doing the same thing over and over again. So what if we start here, right? We can get a lot of speed hitting off the wall, but... I mean, that gets us up here and almost at the top, too. That's not bad, all things considered. I think that top platform is bait. I'm not going for it anymore. I think it starts here. Oh, it's really close, but it's the middle platform, not the bottom one. Maybe it wasn't bait. Heck. Straight into the purple no-no box. Use the horizontal momentum from the purple box and bounce off a pillar. Interesting thought. And like ball, that's a good point. I swear, Flip, you should be the one playing this, not me. Every time. I appreciate it. Very, very smart. The jello block wasn't bait at all. Alright, what in goodness' name is going on over here? I didn't totally process what was over there. So there's a momentum block over there, which we can use to get momentum, presumably. Come across here. Is this a wall? It is a wall. Okay, so I think it's going to be another... Did I just accidentally get up here? Was I not supposed to like do something particular and I just happened to look up here? Was that what just happened? Alright. Simply a difference in skill. I also almost made it up there instantly too, but I don't think that's going to happen again. Okay, never mind. I'm just built different. Surely I did something weird there. Oh, why is there like a whole heckin' host of stuff up there? Wait. Where are we? Oh, we're on the upper platform now from here? That's the purple, okay. Why was that bottom one so easy? I don't know exactly where we want to go, but I am having fun getting momentum here. Let's actually study where we want to end up. I assume it's the top right again. Oh, it is, but it's kind of tough to get in there. Oh, I forgot to actually charge it. I was like, good, I've done what I needed to. I didn't actually mean to end up over here. I wanted to go to the right, but it appears that getting to the right would have been very difficult. There's ice. I don't think I want to be here. I think this is perhaps the worst spot to be in. I assume you want to land on the ice, then take that ice's momentum, hit this, and then you can fly over to that one, then build a boatload of momentum on that thing on the left over there. Maybe bounce on the ceiling, but I don't think so. I don't know why that jello block is there. That jello block is the one thing throwing me off. Surely you want to use the ice, bounce over here, then use this to get over there. But it's a weird, because there's a momentum thingy here, but there's also like a thing you can bounce on. Alright, hold on, we salvage this. It's fine. My timing's not bad, your timing's bad. I'm kidding, chat. Your timing is amazing, and I'm genuinely in awe at how good your timing is, to be honest. Yeah, so our goal is to get in that area under the ice area. Trying to think about the best way to land on the ice area. Clearly we can build up infinite momentum here. It's kind of like falling through portals in Portal. I think I grabbed too little momentum. Okay. So what do I do here? I have a jello block to give me uppies, but why would I want uppies? What does one do with uppies? Maybe that was the perfect position. That's actually where I wanted to be. I mean, this seems like once you get there, it seems like you're out for free. So that is certainly where we want to be. The goal then becomes how doth we get the momentum? Because you're gonna need a lot of momentum going through there, like a pretty crazy amount, I feel. We're gonna not survive this, but let's just see where that goes. All right, we survive, but still. The momentum itself isn't bad, but we don't have quite enough height. This jello block is really throwing me off. And those middle blocks too. There's certainly something I'm missing here. I just don't know what it is yet, but there's certainly something. The math ain't mathin'. It's better start soon because I'm heckin' lost on what to do. I get this. That jello block is the most diabolical. Like, they put this here and maybe it's like completely irrelevant, right? That would be super diabolical. Surely it's relevant, but I just don't know how. That puts me back over here. Maybe that's the point of the jello block because it resets you? That could be. Maybe that center spot is important. So like, here's the thing. If I swing too early, we bounce off that. If we go too high, we bounce off that yellow one. But I think I understand it. I think we want to get underneath that yellow block over there and then get a downward swing on those two middle blocks as we go across it. So then it'll release as we're flying. It'll give us an extra, like, effectively a double jump over those purples. So we want to start over here. But how do I get it so that we go directly over it so I can hit it is the question. I keep forgetting what I'm supposed to be doing here. Let's just reset really quick. Very confusing. Little peanut brain is struggling. This jello block. That must be to reset, but like, so bizarre. That was close to what I wanted. Maybe it's a timing issue. Oh, the Jello block has a different consistency, so I'll slide when I'm standing on it. That was like almost perfect. That was almost on the nose of what I wanted. I think that's the idea. And the only reason that the other thing is there to get to that side. I think we're on the right path. And the Jello block is just... This is stuff that you don't really slide on at all. You will slide on this. Maybe? Oh, it's so close. Maybe I'm hitting it too hard. I would be surprised. We're bonking the wall. I need to pay attention to what's happening. Bonking that's not that unusual. But like... I could in theory store it. But it's so fast I don't think that's the case. Okay, maybe I don't understand what makes you go and not go. I was thinking of the Jello block's consistency, but that's not really lining up. How it slapped Zubat? Oh, I like that one. People are a little bit too harsh on Zubat, just because it shows up literally everywhere in every single cave in every single Pokemon game. Excuse me, streamer, it doesn't show up in Pokemon Emerald in this specific cave. Alright, look, buddy. My bad. That one's a Golbat. Oh, it's when you're charging your bat. It's when you're charging your bat, you slide. Duh, I forgot about that. That was a very simple mechanic they explained to us, and I forgot. That was like it. I think that was like a little bit off. Look, you gotta understand, I'm not getting old per se, but I feel old, right? And I'm also not getting old because I don't age because I am eternal. Okay. Yeah, let's just drop down. Let's not try to KO ourselves. I think we figured it out though. I'm getting old, don't say that. I'm pretty confident you're not as old as me, so please don't say that. Also, don't say your age now. That's totally it. Because if we do it with that held, we end up right there, so we just need a little bit of uppies. Okay, 1, 2, 3, off. I wonder what I did differently. Did I queue it up so that that one had a fully charged bat? Oh my gosh, it was 2 off. That was so close. I must have swung a little bit too late. This is totally it though. We'll get it next time. Remind me to make it so that auto moderator bans the word supple. That was close. I wonder why it does that sometimes. I must have done something incorrectly. I don't think anyone has ever used the word supple in a non-nefarious context. It's just one of those words. I mean, maybe, but... Yeah, I already get auto mod enough as it is true. It's true. Nuts, that was really close. I wonder if I'm doing something wrong. Like, it feels right. It just might be a timing thing, hopefully. Can we do anything different? I guess that's a good place to start. I really think... is it because I'm hitting it too hard? I think it's... Okay, if following my logic, if I hit it slightly sooner, it should work. Heck, I didn't get the speed there. $30 stream streak. That is kind of crazy. A whole month of streams. 2 again. There's got to be something I'm doing wrong. I do appreciate it though. Thank you very much for tuning in. It's 2 every time. There's got to be something different. Either that or I'm really consistent at messing it up, which is totally possible too. If I have enough speed with 1, I certainly didn't. I think we only need to do it twice, and I think I can coast by with the speed of the second one, probably. I could theoretically put myself in the air for a little bit longer with an upward swing, but I don't think that's it. I mean, it very well might be, actually. I'll try it. Nah, we bumped our head. Maybe it's not a fully charged swing? That could be. No, we don't make it across at a fully charged swing on the first one. Clearly we're not right though, because we're getting 2 like super consistently. I guess we could technically be right in just messing it up in the exact same way every time, but I'm trying to do it sooner. Whoops. We keep ending up with the exact same output, which is not desirable. I mean, maybe if I go further this way and really like hug it. It's 2 again. It's gotta be something off. I just can't figure it out. My little peanut brain's struggling. This jello block. What if this jello block is the solution to all of our problems? I mean, okay, so the jello block, what can it do for us? It can give us more momentum on our initial charge. I need to stop doing that. If we get more momentum on our initial charge, we end up in such a way that we might be able to buy more time. Oh my gosh, it worked. All right. Either that or is like a complete fluke, but I think the jello block just worked. What in tarnation are we supposed to do here? Another one with absurd momentum. I think I understand the premise of this one already. I think it's always ballin'. I'm really nervous this is just gonna launch me off the edge here when we're a ball. We need a crazy amount of speed. This is gonna be tough. Hold on. Alright, not quite saved. I was like, this might be saved, nah. Heck. Well, hopefully what I learned was correct. Because if not, we're gonna have to figure out what I did right, which will be unfortunate. I forgot what I was supposed to do now. How many deaths do we have? 2359. I guess they're band-aids, not deaths. Do they still make like cartoon inspired like band-aids? Is that still a thing? Oh no, it didn't work. I used to love those when I was a kid. I don't think I've seen them in stores for a while though. Remember we had a set of like Disney princess ones that were really dope. That is still a thing. That's awesome. Love that. Salvage. Okay. Heck, I keep messing it up. Let's make Band-Aid gum that comes in a little tin. I don't think I'm familiar with Band-Aid gum. Peculiar. I remember ice cream trucks at like summer camps and stuff that I'd gone to had like just like, I don't know how to describe it other than like condensed sugar in the shape of a cigarette, and it was very popular with the kids. Heck, I shouldn't say that either. That kind of dates me a little bit. I wonder if they still do them though. Surely they still do them. I mean, probably not, because like they figured out eventually that cigarettes weren't so good for your health. But surely they still do it. Candy cigarettes? Is that, I mean, that makes sense if that's what they're called. I never had one, I don't think. Instead, I was getting those like SpongeBob shape ice creams that don't totally look like SpongeBob. Heck, what am I doing wrong? I thought that was it. I must have got really lucky. It's gotta be with this Jello block. But what is it with the Jello block is the question. It's just reset. Noodle Bob shaped ice cream. Honestly, that's kind of on the nose. And like, I'm not trying to be rude to ice cream makers, but SpongeBob should be like a slam dunk. Ice cream can just be rectangular. That's not that hard. What did I do differently? I have no idea what I did here. It had to be with the Jello block. Maybe because I hit it on the way down. That one felt actually really good. That's probably what it was. I think my timing is just a little scrungly bunked. Hopefully that's the only issue. But we'll ideally be fine. It's gotta be with the Jello block. I messed up by charging the wrong way. Heck, now that I've done it once successfully and didn't actually figure out what I did right, I feel like I'm back at square one. I know it's not so bad, but it certainly feels that way. Like, why did we bump the wall there? Perhaps it was because of where I started? I think that Jello block isn't doing anything for me how I'm currently using it. But it worked the one time I hit it, so surely there's something to it. It has to be. I believe in the Jello block. Okay, that one gave us way more downward momentum, but I messed up the second hit, which is really unfortunate. Heck. Okay, let's try it once more. Nah, see, that's not what we needed. It's close, though. We can see by the momentum line if I get it or not. It's really tight. It's really surprising. It's really peculiar that it's always 2. I would assume that it would fluctuate. Maybe I can only see 2, but I don't know. It's really, really unfortunate. Okay. I don't know why that one worked differently, but we were like dramatically higher when it went off. So maybe just because I hit it way sooner. I think we get a few more attempts at this. Okay, so I can... I think I know what I want to do. Maybe, I don't know. In that position there, we were a ball and we had buffered the speed from this one. Which is a tall order. I mean, it's pretty easy to get a bunch of speed, but it just currently seems to launch me outward. How do I convert this speed into getting into that hole there? That's the real question. Clearly, this is part of the puzzle. Oh, I kind of see it there. Hold on. Because, like, if I can catch it on the way up again, I think it unleashes at the right time. You see what I mean? Where, like, if we go down, this one detonates, we catch that one, and then it launches us up the hole, I guess? But we need a bunch of speed to get up the hole still. I feel like we have a much higher possibility or probability of just ending up in that bottom area. Oh, that was really close to what I wanted, actually. Alright. Theory is now potentialed. I think if we had it there, it would have been possible. That's so unfortunate. If we stayed in that middle... That's bonus unfortunate. I think if we stayed in that middle area, I would have been able to use that momentum to get through. But instead, I goofed it. Entire goof. One whole gaff. No success. Simply disappointment. Heck. Let us try one more time. Maybe I spend more time sliding off that to keep horizontal momentum? No, I guess if we hit it sooner, we'd get more. Doesn't really make any sense to me. It's so close every time. I mean, I guess I stopped sliding as much once I... Whoops, I don't know if I can make it with that one. Once I release it, so maybe I want to hold the release longer. No, that wasn't it. I'm guessing that 2 doesn't actually mean much of anything. It's just like I fell too much. I think it'll detonate roughly the same time regardless. Let's try... Ah, that was like almost what I wanted. That was very close. At this point, I still have not figured out if that jello block is complete, utter bait or nothing else. Cause I think we've succeeded without it, but I don't remember succeeding without it. Heck, I forgot what you're doing again. I don't think it's enough speed. That's enough speed. There we go. I think that's roughly the same as last time too, so that's probably fine. Simply get more uppies. Become what you must. See that one there, we bumped our head on the side too. Have I tried to incorporate a Scoochie? Is there space for that? Oh my gosh, there's totally space for a Scoochie, but the Scoochie's gonna launch us, right? Yeah, no. I mean, maybe on its own? That almost works pretty well. We go way quicker though, so we bonk our head every time. Simply do it. So the jello block has to be a part of it. Because like we can clearly build downward momentum with the jello block sometimes. Maybe the jello block itself helps us get more speed? That doesn't help the dream. I'll have you know I'm legally blind. Like unironically. I guess, all right, illegally is a strong word for it. Because it is a thing, but at the same time, like with glasses, I can see fine enough. I do appreciate the pets, though. Heck. This is so hard to bring across there. I feel like I have it figured out, but I haven't figured out at all. That one was so close. It's that 2 every time, though. What can I do to stall myself? I guess let's think about that logically, right? An up would stall my downward momentum, but we'd have to do it before we end up in that hole. And I think if we do that, we bump. A right would make us quicker, and a left would make us slower, but I don't think either. I mean, maybe the right would help us land later, possibly. The fact that I've fluked this a few times really has me messed up. It's so close right there. Super unfortunate. It's got to be the mystery of that jello block. I refuse to believe anything else. Maybe the jello block just gives us more speed if we convert it properly. Right, not like that. You don't want to convert the jello block speed like that. That just makes you bummed out because you're now falling. What if I've always been doing it wrong and you actually want to, like, not do whatever the heck that was? I was going to say build up momentum above it, but I think our rightward momentum is what we want. Certainly a horizontal thing. I don't think that hitting it and then hitting the jello block... I mean, hold on, I could try that. Nah. Okay, we tried that before, I think. Okay, so if I do an upswing there, it works. But I also use the jello block, so... I don't know how it's possible. I mean, it's definitely possible because we kind of did it before, but it's really hard to, like, plan for. The idea is to have it so that our momentous amount of speed releases and then we catch it on the way up. That one wasn't bad there. Have a good stream. Thank you so much for stopping in. Hopefully the rest of your day goes well. This seems so difficult, though. I'm just trying to time it so that we can catch an extra hit off that one. I think we want to do all of our momentum building right here. But catching that extra hit is really tough. No, I almost lined it up. If we lined it up better, that was it. This is doable. This is super doable. We just don't want to ball too much until we're ready to ball is the thing. Born to ball, forced to bat for sure in this moment. Alright, hold on. We have so much uppies, I think we can salvage this. Apparently not. Ooh, I think this is even harder. Like, I think this part is harder for me than the next part. It might not be, but it certainly feels like it. It's just so inconsistent, which is certainly a me thing. It's not like the game's inconsistency. It's just I don't know what I'm doing different. That one felt good, but I think I KO'd myself, unfortunately, by bonking upward when I should have just let it be fine. I think I'm going to try to focus on getting that upswing. If we can react fast enough, I think we can salvage it in a few ways, but it's really tough to figure out which one I need to do at the moment because we're so heckin' quick. Heck, I'm missing that one now too. No, I'm doing it so late. At least I'm getting really good at going up here. effectively a professional batter, which apparently combined into one whole word there instead of a sentence. Like I said, speaking while batting is tough, right? I was kind of talking about it lightly earlier in stream. I am so daunted by what the heck I'm gonna do in Factorio. A few of the problems I can kind of figure out, but having to sort 21 random things at once, even while watching things about circuits and whatnot, I haven't the fuzziest how I'm gonna solve my problem yet. People are so heckin' smart, I swear. Alright, we'll reset, it's fine. I keep realizing I'm too low and then bonking the ceiling, but if I'm too low at all, it doesn't matter. Even if I bonk the ceiling, I wouldn't have made it. That was the one I was able to consistently do, is that 2 every time. I have an idea that I haven't tried yet, which might be like really obvious. Never mind. I think if I swung up, it would give us a little bit of something to work with there. A left swing does not slow us down enough. We still end up on that too. Heck. I guess it could just be like a really tight timing thing, but I really don't think it is. Or at least it's not that simple. It could be the jello block like I was thinking. It just gets us more momentum because we're storing it while hitting it. But that made it worse this time. It turns out there's a very basic mechanic of the game you forgot. Which wouldn't surprise me since I forgot about bat sliding, so... would not be the biggest shock in the world. Maybe I want to charge... Wait, what if that's it? What if I just want to charge again as soon as I hit the next one so I slide? That could unironically be it. Okay, across here, bounce off this. No, it wasn't quite it. It really feels like this should be right. I mean, clearly it's not right, but it feels like it should be. The fact that I got it right is really bad. Because, like, normally if I was still stuck here, I'd be like, let's try different things. But I know that, like, the process of hitting this jello block resulted in me succeeding one time. I think twice or 3 times, actually. But, like... I don't know why the jello block. We can only hit it from this direction. Heck, why do I keep missing that one? I mean, if nothing else, it looks like when we do it off the jello block, we slide differently. So maybe it is just giving us a little bit of extra momentum and that's it. Because my timing seems way harder to hit off the jello block. There's got to be something to it. My guess is the momentum. We can conserve some of the momentum while falling, even though it doesn't look like the momentum's going anywhere. I think we're still conserving a little bit of it. Steal thy bat. What do we do? So that worked, but one of the differences that I noticed was I only half charged the first hit. So maybe that's part of it. I think what I did there was effectively what we want. We may not even need the ball actually past this point. Heck, I'm trying to make it so I get as close as I can to the ceiling. Maybe I have the wrong idea. It felt really good one of the times I did it. But other times it's very scary because we're almost like flying out the side. Okay. So that was exactly what I wanted and it worked, but now I'm really scared because there's no lamp up here. Surely we don't want to go that way. What is down here? There's a jello block, right? I think I can kind of suss out what they want from me. Okay, it doesn't look like there's immediate death, so we can actually scout around a little bit. Okay, get a bunch of momentum, bounce off that wall, end up above us. I can work with that. If we hit this, we'll probably keep our angular momentum and kind of just go. So the question remains, how do we get a bunch of speed here? And I think the answer is always be ballin'. Which should surprise exactly no one. The fact that there's 2 jello blocks here, I'm guessing the only reason is because that's an efficient way to get back up. There's no other reason for it. I don't think we're intended to hit both jello blocks. This is not the speed we need, but I think I had the right idea there. That was closer to what we need, but still not it. Now, peculiarly, we're not actually hitting the ramp that I assume we want to be hitting. Maybe that ramp is not good. Or we're doing it slightly wrong, which is possible too. Or profoundly wrong, but... If we bounced a little bit lower there, we would have actually flown straight off the edge, which wasn't ideal. Maybe I'm missing something to it. Remember that thing that I was really scared of a few seconds ago? No, I'm gonna have to do it again. I don't want to live in a world where I have to do it again. Let me go back to that other timeline. Alright, well, I guess we'll test our hypothesis here. Oh my god, there's actually so much here, too. This part's so long. I can't believe they didn't give us a lamp. Heck, how am I supposed to do that without launching out? We're gonna have to think about that. I mean, wait, is that just the solution? Don't fully charge the first one? I mean, that is a lot closer, but I don't think that's quite what it was. I don't want to do this part again. I will do it, but I will complain. Okay, never mind. That's just what it is. It's just simply charge like 2/3, 3/4. I do think this was kind of a fluke, so I don't know if I'll be able to do it again. Okay, hold on. We're getting on top of it. Okay. This is good. I mean, this isn't actually great. We could have potentially made it all the way up, which would have been nice, but we're not like... We have to redo that first part. But now I think I've got that unlocked, so it doesn't really matter anymore. Okay. Okay, we're getting better. We're improving. We're improving. That's the important thing, right? But how the heck do we do this? We have to get a very specific angle. I think that would have launched us straight out. I think we want to hit it going upward one of the times. Maybe all of the times. But that's really tough. I feel like it's a lot harder to hit it going up than down. Okay, that does give us much better looking momentum, but the speed certainly wasn't there. I mean, maybe. I don't know if we want horizontal momentum or not, to be honest. It's a little bit tough to tell. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. That's fine, we can salvage it. I need to charge the bat fully. I shouldn't spam it there, but it's also really hard to tell when I'm going to land and all that stuff. Again, I think I figured this part out finally, so it should be quick to get back. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Not if I do that, though. That definitely complicates the matter. But I think we're on the right path. I think we're getting there. I hope we're getting there. I charged too much. Let's just wait a moment. I charged a little bit too long, it looks like. I always charge when I'm coming over here. I just need to chill a little bit. What if that was also a fluke and I don't have the right idea? No, surely. It worked like twice for us, so that's gotta be it. But why is this yellow block here? That's the biggest mystery of the world. Okay, that is pretty easy at least. We're not going to be flying out that side anymore, hopefully. Would it be possible to store some of the vertical and then ball over to the left and release the verts? It's an interesting thought. Still can't believe how adorable the character is. It's so true, though. It's an interesting thought. That's totally what it is, isn't it? I mean, okay, it's actually kind of hard to set up, but I think that you might be on the right path. That's totes what it's meant to be. Honestly, this game might have just been impossible had I not streamed it. I mean, I made it try it eventually, right? I just assumed so hard because I was like, oh, there's a way to build vertical momentum on these jello blocks. Surely it's relevant. Okay, cool. Now I've noticed that there's still no lamp, which is fine. We have to earn the lamp. That's the thing about lamps, is you have to earn them. So what are we looking at here? We can store momentum on those two things there. We have something to hit off of, and then a bunch of sand. There's a hole on the left, but I'm willing to bet we don't want to go in that hole when possible. Okay, this is actually just like breaking physics. I don't think this is possible. So we need to build a ridiculous amount of momentum. Bounce off this, bounce off this, bounce off this. Build more momentum over there? I mean, maybe we can end up in that hole and then get the momentum. How in the heck are you supposed to get the momentum up there? I guess at least there's no way to like get KO'd here, so we should be good to continue. Appreciate the hydrate redeem wines. Well, I'll absolutely drink that. I have to go. Have a nice rest of the stream. Thanks so much for stopping in. Hopefully we'll see you next time and have a great rest of your own day. I should probably be drinking more water. Maybe that's why I've been sleeping so badly. I think the issue is I want to get all this speed. And then store it somehow. We need like a crazy amount of speed. Like I can ball there, but we need to get some rightward momentum with that as well. I can get in here. Oh, never mind, you're still going? Yeah, I'm still here. I was just saying goodbye to Wise Wolf. We're still vibing, although, I'll be honest with you, I'll probably be here until end of stream, so I mean, I can do a Scoochie, I guess. Getting an obscene amount of momentum here is not that bad. But, like, transferring it into going right is really confusing. What can we do? I mean, obviously there's that there, but, like, as soon as I hit anything, it's just all gone. I can grab some momentum from the thing next to it. How is this gonna be possible? For what it's worth, I appreciate the sentiment either way. I'm glad that you're thankful for me streaming. It does mean a lot. Heck. Let me... What do we do here? My thought is that we want to hit that so we get the momentum and go right really quickly. We need to bounce that area and then go up. I have no idea. I mean, we can store a bunch of momentum when we ball. If we specifically build the momentum here, we can store it when we ball. I don't think I've ever felt so stumped coming into an area. Is that a hole there too? That's totally a hole, isn't it? Up in that area on the right there. It's gotta be. I don't want to live in a world where it's not. Wait, actually I kind of do. That's so scary. I have no idea how we're supposed to get the momentum. Like, I can get the idea of building up a bunch of speed like this. But as soon as I start building up leftward momentum, it doesn't work anymore. I could do this. And just try to swipe out on the way up. I don't think it's going to be nearly enough speed. I'm genuinely so confused. Maybe building leftward momentum with the purple one is just B. Or rightward, I guess. But, like, if I try to transfer the movement, it doesn't really go anywhere. Very confusing. I'm gonna just try and build up a bunch of speed, then swing left and see if we can get somewhere with it. Because I am genuinely, like, really lost on this one. I keep accidentally hitting the sand with leftward swings, too, which isn't helping the dream. Or no, it's, I think, hitting that yellow platform. I didn't realize I had buffered one of them there. All right, whatever that was, I need to figure out whatever I just did because I have no idea what it was. I guess I buffered one of them, but I didn't even notice the timer above my head, to be honest. I had one there. So we did something right. We were very close to making it to kind of where we wanted to be. So it's get a bunch of speed, enough to make it over the first one, then buffer one more hit, turn into a ball, and then use the yellow thing to get across. And it doesn't matter what your momentum's at in that area. So what I did there was kind of right. I don't think this is the speed we need, but this is the right idea at least. Okay, I think I've sort of got it. I'm less confused than I was a little bit ago at least. I did in fact just get squish mud though. It had become kind of like the creature, which has been known to creech, as it were. So I had the speed I needed there, but I gubbed it up a little bit too much. You're close, though. At least I assume it was the speed I needed. It would have been kind of a profound amount of speed. Philosophers and historians would have been writing about that speed, to be honest with you. I messed it up. That was close. That was so much speed. I feel like I can do it, though. I feel like it's not impossible, which is a comforting feeling. That one was close. Alright, here we go. Okay, that was surprisingly tame. I've noticed there is several ways to fall out of here, but I'm assuming those are just like opt-in. Wait. Uh-oh. I don't think they're opt-in. This is gonna feel so bad if I fall through. This is gonna feel awful. Look how high we are. We're above the floating islands now. It's fine. It doesn't hurt at all. It feels great. Was I supposed to just like go to the right side? I don't know if that's actually possible or not, to be honest. Heck, I thought we had it in the first try. That one, I wouldn't say it was a spirit crusher, but it was certainly some emotional damage on that fall. Heck. That's a toughie. So was it because we should have went to the side more? I think it was a mechanical thing. I think it was salvageable from the spot I was in. Heck. That part's so hard. Everything else passes, I think, is fairly, like, doable, but this part is just really hard for me. Out of all of the lamps I've hit, I think this might be, like... It's probably going to be the most satisfying. Obviously, I haven't hit the next lamppost yet, but I think it's going to be the best one by a lot. Ooh, if we do off the momentum, it's actually crazy. Alright, how do I do this right? We're using the same thing mechanically here. Very simple, on the nose. Heck, I panicked. I didn't think I had it. Okay, we're back. We got back pretty quick, right? And I don't think this part was that bad. It's also really satisfying. You get to go really heckin' quick. Okay, that's certainly not enough speed. I don't really want to find out if that is a hole in the wall like I think it is. Then again, there was like a bonus area partway through that I thought was like necessary, but now that it's not necessary, it's like a blessing in disguise because now I kind of want to know what's over there. Oh, I actually had it buffered. I didn't realize I did. Whoops. Alright, let's just reset. Take a moment. Breathe. Become the ball. That was close. Unfortunately, I stored it a little bit too late. I think that could have been it with the speed we had. The batter who was her own ball. Honestly, that sounds like it would be like a really sick children's story. No, that's not enough speed. It doesn't look like enough. Would that be enough? I guess we can try, but I don't think it'll be enough. Ah, we squished, so maybe it was. Maybe I'm not giving myself enough credit. Maybe we're actually like profoundly fast and I'm just not believing enough. That looks like enough speed. Heck, I missed the thing. I can take my time getting into that area on the right, the little alcove. So I need to make sure not to rush that too hard. That is not enough speed. The launch you made up with was about 150 speed from launch. Good to know. Does it turn rainbowy when I have a crazy amount of speed? It's hard to tell. Heck, I hate hitting this thing for extra speed up. This is doable. At least this one's like, I mean, I'm not going to say the other stuff was unfun, because it certainly wasn't unfun. And how I was about to say it was going to imply that it was unfun, which is certainly not true. Heck, we could have started even more speed. Interestingly enough, that yellow platform kind of gunks a lot of our speed generation. I had one stored there, but I was nervous it wasn't enough. Like, I have one stored here as well. I think that one was enough, but I dropped it too early. I was trying to get across the middle. This might be enough, but it looks like it's not. I didn't make it over anyways. Nah, I don't think it would have been enough. You're a little bit slower. It's really tough to like get the extra one buffered up. Like, I assume the intent is just build up as much speed as I can and just keep down swinging, then on the way up I'll grab it. Like, this is certainly enough speed. This is an obscene amount of speed, but I only have, you know, what is that, 8 or 6 behind it? Looks like a 6. I don't think that one would have been enough. It might have been, but it was tough to get in the area, unfortunately. I do like this part though, so I'm not super upset getting stuck on it for a little bit. There's no way that's enough speed, so I'm not gonna bother. If I would have been able to buffer that one, we would have been set. It doesn't matter if we bonk our head, as long as we have that extra one buffered and can get it into a crouch or a ball. Heck. Every time I hit that yellow one, we lose so much momentum. I feel like I'm doing it wrong now. I don't remember how much I was using ball before. I'm surprised. I didn't feel like I was struggling to store it nearly as much as I was before. Like, it felt like the plan was to store it while going upward, while falling down. Oh, there we go. I got a big one again. That looks too small. Yeah, I don't think it would have worked. Heck, this felt so easy the first time I came around. I guess easy is the wrong word, but I feel like I had like really figured it out, but now Feeling like I'm struggling. I think that one would have been too little. What the heck's going on with that middle area, though? I mean, clearly there's some sort of secret on the side. You know what it probably is? I'm probably just thinking about how terrified I am of the other location that we're gonna have to go do. Falling out of that tower is so unfortunate. But I mean, it's a good way to teach you to, like, do it right. If you can't do it right, you're just gonna gotta do it again and a little bit more to it. Heck, I think that one might have had the juice required. We gotta remember too, if we can, in the final room, as we're getting towards it, if we can go towards the right side, it would be ideal. Heck, it's so difficult for me to get back in the ball over here. That's very interesting too. I have no idea why you'd want to hit those. I mean, I guess you could buffer it to go left, but you don't want to go right. So if it was on the other side, I can kind of see, like, oh, you want to catch him on the way through to make sure you can skip the next part, so to speak. But, like, I do think it's doable from being in the room too. Come on. We have the speed, we just need to catch him. Unfortunately, we're gonna lose him. I think that one would have been fine that I had with 25 at the start. Very difficult to do exactly what I want. I could have the wrong idea as well, but my brain said that it worked the other time. That one was probably fine there. Nuts. Very difficult. It's more difficile. Like, I have a crazy amount of speed right now. If I could catch it on the way up, I'd be in such good business. I guess if I catch it on the way down, too. Okay, I caught a good one. No, I missed the bounce through the wall again. Heck, there's got to be a more consistent way to do that, because that was definitely the speed I needed. Why am I not making it across? I guess I'm hitting it going down instead of up, maybe, or vice versa. That was definitely the speed, though. Or at least very likely the speed. I guess it could have theoretically not been the speed, but I don't want to think about that. I'm going to just assume it would have worked. Alright, while I'm up here, let's assume I don't have a bunch of speed. How do I get across there? While being a ball. It's got to be all going up, not down. You need to keep a good amount of speed still, too, is probably the issue. Well, that one would have been good. That would have been, I think, completely fine. Unfortunately, with those 12 left on it, it wasn't quite enough for me to get there. No, come on. I don't think I can do it with 9, although I do think that's enough speed by a lot. 24 I can work with. No, up wasn't enough? Heck, I have so much speed, too. What did I do to get over the first time? In my memory, it was so easy. I didn't think that'd be a problem. I thought that was, like, kind of negligible. Okay, so I can try. I was gonna say maybe I can bounce in there with it. So funny as she smooshes in the ceiling. Yeah, it's very cute. The sprite work in this is crazy. I just don't know how I was supposed to get up here in the first place. Like, how did I do it so flawlessly the first time? It was like textbook the first time. Was it because I was more left? I mean, I have to be a little bit more center though, right? Because I have to be able to hit these things. I mean, logically too, it's probably that I didn't hesitate as long going up. No, I thought that was going to be it for sure. Maybe it's just tough. Okay. So we're at least back here. Oh, wow, this room is so stressful. There's a jello block on the left. Are we really supposed to do this, though? I remember trying to do something like this right out of the factory area early in the game, and it dawned on me that the solution was actually falling through the floor and then bouncing up more efficiently. So it could be impossible. It feels possible, though. You can charge a swing while balling. I think I learned that at one point, but I forgot. You can charge a swing while balling. Well, let's see if we can put that advice to some use. That also makes me think that we probably don't want to... We probably want to make it to the right side successfully, rather than having to try and do it in that room. That room is tough. I'd be surprised if that's how you're supposed to do it. I'm like trying to run over the possibilities in my head right now. There's those blocks on the right wall, but if we hit them, we'll go left. I don't think that's the play. It could be. But I think that that left side's probably a collectible, which I'm not against going for. I'm really just trying to think about that other thing. Like, what do we do at the end? It's an interesting thought. I might be able to skip that first setup, actually, if I do that when I come back here. Yeah. If we do it when going through, it's dramatically more consistent. Let's just reset. I don't want to be that fast. I almost launched myself out anyways. Simply too good. Simply too fast. Scientists studying this stream to see how one person can be so fast. Alright, chill a bit. Chill. Take our time. I don't think this is going to be enough. Oh, we fell back down here anyways. That's fine. We'll just reset. That should be enough. I lined it up wrong. That's okay. So rude. Imagine I accidentally just hit a lamppost. That would have been devastating. Although I think I've did that multiple times. Right, I forgot. I can probably keep my momentum and skip this first time. Alright, let's simply do it, alright? I'm tired of not doing it. It's time to do it. Consider doing it. Okay, this is actually going to be like... I'm going to say much harder without that setup that we have. That one, it might have actually been fine with where I died. Maybe not. Alright, we want to make sure that we do it while going across. That is like a really big issue. Maybe? I don't know. I don't remember how I did it exactly now. I thought we would get enough momentum when going across the way to kind of like fix our height issue. Clearly it's like different because I'm struggling to hit the thing, so I think that's the right plan. Oh, this part again. Okay. I think I just KO'd myself by swinging upward. I might be overcomplicating it as well by adding this in. No, that's totally what it is. That one feels really good. This one feels a lot harder for me to feel like I can consistently do. It's got to be the time when you drop your ball is the important time. I mean, clearly it is, but like I don't know when to drop my ball. Okay, cool. As long as we can stop in the middle there, it's fine. Okay. This part's pretty chill. Let's get back up there. Cool. So we're sort of back. We're back-ish. We're back adjacent. Heck, I didn't ball in time. I'm trying to use the logic of like storing the bat swinging while bouncing. It's just tough. It's a different thing mechanically. To get used to, but we'll get the hang of it probably. If we don't, then so it goes. Wait, am I overthinking this by like a lot? No, I'm not. I kind of am. I don't know. It was a lot of speed. We need a prestigious amount of speed. Okay, so we have like crazy speed here. Alright, if we can store one, heck. All we do is store one when we're like that, then we can charge the thing and then go left really hard. Okay, that works really well. Charging bat while ball is good. Become ball, become bat with ball. I miss pitcher. Wonder if pitcher still thinks about us. That's not enough, I don't think. Heck, I really wanted to store that one. We had a lot of good speed. I think that was salvageable. Okay, that's totally super helpful. That was very, very close. We have the right idea. We just didn't have enough like momentum off of that bounce to make it work, but that was certainly the right idea. Unfortunately, I gubbed it here as well because we didn't have enough speed, but it's the right idea. Charging the bat while charged, or charging the bat while balled is very helpful advice, Con. I appreciate it. Sure, I'll find out what's over here. Why not? I know everyone's curious about it, so... Oh, it's the start of the game. It's literally the start of the game. Hold on, wait a minute. We can go back now. Can we actually get up there, you think? I mean, I don't know. Why does that wall look suspicious? Sorry, I'm overthinking it. Like, this is like a bonus minigame, right? This is totally worth it. What if something cool happens if we can get back up through some, like, shenanigans, right? Oh, wait, there's just another one there. I didn't see this platform. I'm so unattentive. Wait a minute. Hold on. Maybe this was like something we did and I forgot about. It's kind of tough to get up though. I guess it's not that tough. It's just like spacing properly. Oh, that's a platform too. Oh no, a sheer cliff. That might be oh. It was all worth it in the end. Mullet Town, the youngest town overseeing the Bellwheat Valley. However, it's already nearly a ghost town. Every puzzle has a clean solution, no rapid playing required. Yeah, see, look. I appreciate that advice. I do, and I understand that it's not directly targeted at me, but it does feel targeted at me. See, look, this was totally a nice, like, bonus. Let's just not accidentally hit a lamp, because that would be really bad. What if there's a lamp right above us? I'm respawning. I didn't think about the fact of, like, that there could just be, like, a lamp right there, which would absolutely... I don't even know what I would do, because I said there was 2 lamps in that area, right? Like, imagine I just touched one of the lamps there. I would have been so distraught. We would have had to play literally the entire game again, right? That would have been crazy. Like, I kind of want to explore the game and stuff rather than just progressing forward, but like, guess you'd live there then? We kind of did before. I think the idea is we're trying to not live there. That would have been kind of really funny, though. Part of me really wanted to explore it, but the other part was like, no, Miko, don't do it. I wonder how long it would take me, having experience with a game now, to get back to this point. Would it be meaningfully different? Surely it'd be like several hours off of the time, I have to imagine. Kind of the nature of everything, though, like you get more experience and then suddenly you do it gooder. How am I messing this up now? It depends on if you get distracted looking for new fizzies. Oh, I'm absolutely gonna look for new fizzies. Now that I know that there's a fizzy tracker, like if I had known that in the first place, we would have been fizzing everything. Like, what if there's a cool bonus? Like you get like a metal bat at the end or something. Actually, I don't know. I assumed our bat was wooden. Heck. Or like they say, always be ballin' again or something. That was a pretty nice reward in itself. Heck. Yeah, let's get back over. I really like the message on that postcard. Thinking about all the times I failed and how like the first note in the game, had I figured out how to get there, which took nothing special other than a sense of adventure, would have told me, don't flail. Cool, that was better. I forgot that was purple box over there. I was like, oh, I'll just let myself kind of nestle back in the hole before I release this so we don't go too far. And then it was purple box. And I was like, all right, we'll just die instead. Think about how much flailing would have missed out on. It's true. That momentum was actually kind of absurd that I just did there. I'm really surprised I got such an angle. There is something like really fun about this game. I mean, the game in general is really, really fun. But there's something really fun about it when you start to get like I kind of mentioned it before, it's just like growing and like getting better at stuff. But I kind of have like the cognizance now to be able to just kind of like potentially fix things with a few swings in a specific direction. Granted, I'm still messing things up constantly, but I feel like I have like kind of a say in what's going on to an extent. It definitely feels like you don't have to flail to solve the puzzles, which I know, surprise, surprise, but still. I think this is still salvageable. It is. You look like you're doing things on purpose. Did it look like I was just unintentionally accidentally doing things before? Because I thought I made it subtle. I forgot what I was doing. I forgot. I'm really intimidated about that last part. This is quite the gauntlet without a lamp. It's really just this first part is like the whole gauntlet. Mainly because I still don't understand what I'm doing right. I assume much of it is because of the momentum. Because every time I get it right, it's basically always like getting the momentum there and having that arrow look downward instead of just a perfectly horizontal spread of it. Like that one. That'll make it every time. It's just tough to replicate that. But I guess it's good enough to be able to like identify what I think is right. Do not the ball. You must not the ball. If I time that right, whew, it would have been absolutely gelling. She's the ball, she is the ball. And the rule was do not the ball, so clearly something went wrong somewhere. This one should be fine, right? Heck, that one wasn't fine. We did have the momentum I wanted though. But like, see, in my mind, that should have worked because we had that downward momentum. Perhaps my timing was just off with it. It does seem like that helps getting in a lot though. I think that one would have been fine. I just messed up. I hope. Maybe at the downswing purple blocks a little bit earlier. I will try. Heck. Every time I end up back down here, I'm like, I figured it out. We'll get through here nice and smooth. And then I spend a year doing what I think is the right thing. Oh, we got stuck there. And then it's not the right thing, which is fine. We definitely need the 3 hits. If nothing else, that's a given. What's making me hit that late is my question. Occasionally I hit the wall above it instead of it. That's certainly like my biggest issue as I'm struggling to see what I'm doing wrong. And I know I'm doing things wrong for the record, but it's very tough to be like, what happened differently here versus over there. So clearly I'm hitting the wall higher sometimes. Like I thought that would work. It must be I'm just hitting that middle block in inopportune time, perhaps. We might have been fine there, but I died on 2, so maybe not. It's peculiar that maybe 2 is just like the only frame that we see. Because I see 2 a lot, so it might be that we can only see even frames or whatever it is when it counts down. Except for when it freezes, obviously. Alright, let's just do it. Simply do it correctly. Heck. You know, thinking about it, we don't actually utilize that jello block literally at all. Okay, that one worked, but I think it was just because I got an extra uppie there. I still don't think what I'm doing is right. Surely that jello block has a purpose. It could also be like the craziest red herring of all time. Aw, that would have been fine, but I didn't delay it long enough. You're not the ball. Okay, perfect. This part's easy. There's no way to get KO'd here. I messed it up for the first time going over there. I guess it may not be the first time. First time in a while, though. But either way, easy part. This part, it just makes sense, right? Did it make sense to me? Not exactly, but it made sense to Flip, which was enough for us to figure it out. It's interesting because, like, for a lot of puzzle games, it's like try different thing to make it work. And this certainly, like, has aspects of that, but it also has aspects of, like... You ever have the intrusive thoughts when I wanted to see what was up there, if there's something cool that we could do up there? Okay, wait, is that why that hole's there? So you can, like, pop up through there and skip this part? Weird. But, like, the thing is that there's, like, a mechanical aspect to it, too. It's very interesting. Alright, that'll be enough to get through for sure. Let's go back over here. That's not enough speed. We'll have to get more. I don't know a better way to build up speed here. It's really difficult to, like, get the consistent other hit that we can store. I had it there, but I don't know if it would have been quick enough. I didn't ball either way, so it didn't matter. I don't think that's enough. I mean, it might have been actually. Heck, I should have taken more time to get it right. I don't know if 11's enough. I don't think we have enough speed here to get across the gap. Let's go and try to maintain the momentum a little bit and get it back. With not enough speed, unfortunately. Okay, so that is a hole. I would like to confirm that is absolutely a hole that we can fall down. I don't know if it's too hard, but maybe you can ball and bouncing up down, then only a merciful hit on the down in that middle purple block. It could be possible. It very well might be, but it seems really tough. This being said, I could believe it to be a thing. Timing-wise, it's just not the easiest. I'm willing to give it a try. Heck. No longer balling. It's funny. Okay. Okay, very easy to set up like that. Just make sure I release before I hit the wall, and then we'll make it through every time. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's probably doable. It's just really, really hard to get like meaningful speed. Heck, I didn't reball again. Actually, I want to test something about reballing. So if I'm a ball, and I'm doing this, and I release this, do I reball after? I don't. Okay. I couldn't remember. For some reason, I was thinking you do reball. That's fine. That's fine. I don't think that's enough speed, unfortunately. Like, when I get in that loop, I can store a bunch of speed, but it's also very easy to lose if I swing wrong. Very tough getting the speed required. Very peculiar. Okay, I definitely have the speed now. I forgot to reball. I'm pretty sure I had the speed there at least, but I think I gubbed it up a little bit, unfortunately. I'm trying to catch the purple one on the way up on this one. No, alright. Well, we're back here. I don't know, it might not be possible, because you really get stuck to the wall. Oh, but the lamp is up there. It's so tempting. Think about how life would be if we were up there instead of down here. Oh, this is the scariest room. I can certainly get uppies, like there's no question about it. But it's so scary, and balling is like really risky. I can't crouch here because I'll fall to the floor. Theoretically, I could fall down. I don't think that's the play. Maybe with the purple blocks narrator for give a tiny boost to left after you got off the wall stuck. It could be. That very well could be like the small thing we need. I kind of hope not, because that's really tough, it seems. But I also don't know if this is possible. You need to get a crazy amount of momentum here. Wait, is that what you're supposed to do? You can hit this sideways, actually. That feels way too spicy, though. Okay, I don't think I can hit the ground fast enough to get off of it to make it worth it. These don't really produce a ton of speed when you hit them either. They eat a good chunk of speed. If I try to ball, I'll just soar out. There's no way. But this jello block here got me suspect. We could theoretically enter from the right side, which is an interesting thought. But we need way more speed. Like, even if I try to just, like, at its core, you can get height by hitting a wall when going upwards, right? This is really tough in this area. And I would need a crazy amount, and then to get... I would need to go off that with so much speed, but this being here, like this jello block here, leads me to believe it might be possible to just kind of like launch up there, and I'm overthinking it. Somehow. You can get a lot of uppies by doing that. Like a lot. Oh, we smack our noggin over there. But this jello block leads me to believe it's possible. I could buffer a bunch of speed like this. Wait, I have an idea actually. This might be it. Alright, hold on. This is the salvage. This is the salvage. Check it out. Check it out. We have so much speed still. Okay, that is a remarkable way to get back in. I thought we were going to make it to the top. But I'm back in my purgatory in a fairly stylish fashion, admittedly. But I think this is the right idea. Because, like, you get way more speed after doing it a few times, right? But it doesn't feel right. Surely there's something here. Like, I'm guessing it could be that those blocks down there for fixing our direction. I don't know how much speed they would give us. They might give us a crazy amount. Actually, we would buffer an absurd amount of speed, I think, because of how high or how quickly we'd be going upwards. I don't know. I can't quite scooch off it, I don't think. I mean, maybe I can. A few wires got crossed there, I want to say. Oh no. It's so precarious being up there. We're not gonna make it because I didn't get the thing across. It's so precarious. Like, every movement, you want to be so careful, and you're like, I should do this specific thing to save myself here, and then you do the opposite, and then it feels really bad. No. From salvaged to sabotaged. The Miko Stellar story. I should write a memoir called that. Heck, I thought that was gonna be enough. Surely we're not here for another 30 deaths like most times. We've been figuring it out. We're getting smarter. Things are going better. This is the one. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. No problem whatsoever. That one feels like I didn't get enough speed, which is peculiar. That one feels like I had too much speed. Let's just reset altogether. We're not getting anywhere with that. More concise with our movements. That's the important thing. We must bat directly to the heavens. It is non-negotiable. Okay, that little extra upswingy work there. That was intentional. Everything went as it ordained. I could feel myself going into that hole over there. Ooh, you know what? If I ever get squished in that hole, I bet you I can actually salvage it. This one's easily salvageable. Never mind. I forgot that that floor was there. That makes you not bounce so good. Or maybe I would have had to have a full charge instead. That might have been what that looks like. That's gotta be what it is. Just get the extra upswing right before it at the end. The speed doesn't really matter as much as that, I think. It's totes that. 100%. Alright. We've leveled up now. Now we can't possibly lose is the thing. We've given our older sibling the controller. Look at this, we're schmoving and grooving. And this part, historically, has taken us very little time to perfect, so... Ironically, I had the speed I needed there, I think. All jokes aside. Okay, I forgot to ball again. I keep thinking that. Not enough speed, I don't think. We gotta go faster. Come on, we just gotta store it once. I think we just lost all of our speed. Not all of it, but may as well have been. I wish I was better doing this part. But the best strategy I've found is to catch it on the way up. I think I'm directly above the hole. I was like, I could probably salvage this, and I looked and I was directly above the hole of our demise. I figured out why the hole is there, is what I'm trying to say. It is to bring us to our demise. You entered Big Sister mode, pretty much. I must pass the controller to the bigger sister version of me. No, it's so close. All right, well, we're back here. That's the important thing. We got here back here pretty quick. We gotta remember that. How much uppies we got from that, though? What if you secretly always build speed like this and they just didn't tell you? That was really scary. I hate it here. Like, look, we're not getting any uppies, like, at all. That's certainly not the solution. The fact that we can slide with this really has me thinking. Like, I can't quite get up. I sort of can, but it's no speed. It's so close to the right spot, though. I can't think of a reason for this jello block being here, other than to be a beacon of hope in an otherwise dark and cloudy world. Okay, hold on. We're getting somewhere. I think that that's a good opener right there. I think we want to hit the jello block very gently. I think that's the solution, or part of the solution. Like, look at that. That shape we do, we are becoming the Windows TVD logo, as we tried to before, but didn't successfully do. Like, look how close that is. That's really close. I actually think it's doable. I think it's doable. I don't think we have to go to the bottom anymore. I hope. It might not be. That's like a pretty concise triangle. We were breaking out of it a little bit. Peculiar. Oh, right. I have control over my movement in the air. I keep forgetting that. I don't know why. It's such a integral part of the game. But maybe I don't want to do it here. Let's just let's just react to it. It seems like we're rotating around the triangle a little bit as time goes on. It seems that way. I don't know if it's true, but it certainly has that vibe. I can charge when doing that too, but charging left doesn't seem right. I guess charging downs would be the most ideal, but they're short, so it's tough to do them. I'm like entering the particle accelerator RN. I don't know. I don't want to go back down here. Let me back up, please. I'd say I'd do anything, but I'm not that desperate. I'm a little desperate, though. I would do some things. I would do things I'm not proud of. Once more, we started at the top, and now we are here. And see, that's the thing about me, is I keep my cool. Jokes aside, I do keep my cool pretty easily when doing stuff. Depending on what the stuff is, of course. For example, sunbathing. I do not keep my cool, because the sun is hot. Making food when the oven's on in the kitchen, also quite warm. I'm getting way too fast, actually, which is shocking. We're gonna land right at the bottom again, I can feel it. Okay, no, we can salvage it. Any warm eco activity? There was 2 of them. Granted, I don't remember the last time I went sunbathing. That's kind of the beautiful thing about becoming a hermit. You just kind of like exist. Okay, we're back here now. It's very peculiar. I'm very curious about that middle area. But I also think, I don't know. I don't think what I discovered is right either, which is unfortunate. I buffered one that I don't think would have been enough in the first place, so we'll go for a fresh one. That one certainly would have been enough. Okay, well, that's everything, so we'll start from the bottom once more. No, I tried to swing at the end, but it wasn't enough. Okay. Surely it has to do with the jello block, and I'm not coping, probably. Summer cooking really is so warm, though it really is. Why, hello there, wall blocks. It appears we've met again. I mean, okay, look, we didn't lose that much time. We lost a little bit of time, but it might be required to do this goodly anyways. That I'm not like completely ruling it out. No, I think I could have fixed myself there. I could fix me, but then I wasn't unable to fix me. Okay, maybe it's no charges at all. Maybe this is a test. Maybe this is like the whatever thing is from V6 times. We have to like survive for a minute. I want to say it was the Acceleratron, but it doesn't sound right to me. Okay, that was really close. I think we might be onto it, unironically. I think if we just react quick enough to everything, we'll eventually make it. Okay, I just swung upwards, but I think that we were going to be really close that time. This is just like B1. You have to be zen here. You just close your eyes. Don't close your eyes literally, but like emotionally close your eyes and then focus on what's around you. But do it better than that, because you're better than that. Why am I losing speed this time? Maybe I do need to do some charge bats in there. I'm thinking no charge bats. The first one gives us a lot of speed though. Heck, it felt so consistent the other time. I like that floaty thing in the background next to the moon. I don't know what it is, but I like it. Alright. Simply do it better. That was pretty close. I do think that this is doable now. Our noggin has touched success before. Kind of. Like, imagine we catch the jello block. Oh, if I didn't lose my momentum there, that probably was it, unironically. Because if we catch the jello block going the right way, we're absolutely in it. Okay, well. I added a little bit of extra time there, which I shouldn't have. I could have salvaged that much better. Oh, this is tough. I do think that my idea there will work. I don't know if it's the proper idea. It doesn't qualify as swinging randomly, because we are swinging deliberately. So I'm hoping that it makes sense. I swung left and it was enough. Never mind. Heck that. That totally wasn't right. I just swung left at the very end and it was just enough to bring me through. No longer my problem. So we can store a bunch of momentum. I'm guessing we need over here. What in the heck is going on over here? Is it a bridge? It looks like a bridge, but it appears to be a broken bridge, maybe? I'm so glad we got that lamp. How many lamps are in this area? Okay, 999. So we've done the final lamp here. Wonder what's next. Oh no. See, there's momentum. Can I just do this instead to get over? Nope. You never really think about how your greatest nemesis is a long flight of stairs until you try to go up one. Oh, you know, I can probably keep momentum to get up a lot quicker. The Precipice Bridge. To any of those crossing the bridge, please take another route. It's still under construction, thank you. Do not hit the walls with anything, especially blunt weapons. Maybe it needs one of these ones. Do we need enough speed for it? I kind of thought I would just hit it and it would shatter. I mean, they told me not to do it, so maybe that's part of the hint. Maybe we can go scoochy through it. Do not hit the walls with anything, especially blunt weapons. I mean, I don't really know how we'd hit it more bluntly. Also, we're not following rules. I mean, theoretically, I could build up a boatload of speed. Would you consider a ball to be a blunt weapon? Hypothetically, because there is the ability to build up a bunch of speed here. Although maybe not that much of it. No, actually, that'd be like really tough to bring over. That might just be fun. There could be something on the right over here. Oh, there's totes something over there. Look at the side of it. I don't know how the heck we'd get there, though. Look. Probably accessible from some other way. I mean, I could theoretically build up enough speed to get up there from the Jello block. No, it's way too high. Even if I use that thing on the left to build up momentum, it would be the opposite direction. Okay, so we gotta figure out how the heck we get through. I mean, clearly they said don't hit it with blunt weapons, but I guess they meant it literally. Okay, cool. I can get on top of here. What does that get for me? A sense of pride and accomplishment, sure. Heck. Although maybe I can get on there normally. Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay, a ball is not a blunt weapon. Write that down, that's important. Jokes aside, what the heck do I do? Maybe they mean the upper wall and I need to get a little bit more height into it? Heck. But like that looks super breakable. Like I am going to be optimistic and say it's probably... Did I learn a technique for breaking walls earlier and I just forgot it? There's no chance. I would have totally remembered that, right? Like this wall looks so breakable. Hi Del, nice to see ya. Can any of those crossing the bridge please take another route? It's still under construction, thank you. Do not hit the walls with anything, especially blunt weapons. How would one... I can build some uppies like this. I'm almost high enough to hit the upper wall. Where are we going? Apparently to the heavens. Alright, hold on. No, I lost momentum. I think we could have made it over the thing. That might be how you're supposed to get over the mountain. I can't believe there's a sign that says don't hit this with a blunt weapon and you're not supposed to hit it with a blunt weapon. That's crazy. Maybe our bat's too weak? Do you think we can get us... Maybe the metal bat is real. Hold on. I could theoretically go under here. Heck, it's so hard to go upstairs without being able to jump. They don't tell you how nice jumping is till you can't do it. I could theoretically build up a bunch of speed here. Is this a fall through? It is a fall through here. Let me try and fall through here and see where this puts me. I lost a lot of speed. I feel like I've landed that one jello block so many times. But that has like the most breakable looking wall of all time. Like it looks like it was made to be broken. Much like rules are made to be broken. Maybe if I push it for long enough? No, there's no chance. Do not hit the walls with anything, especially blunt weapons. Like, this is the most logical thing ever. This is a tutorial saying if you hit this with this, it shatters. But it's not. This is really funny, actually. I have no idea what you're supposed to do. surely what I'm doing here isn't right. It could have to do with dropping underneath the bridge and going around. I could believe that. But it's just really peculiar. That spot's a lot less landable than I thought. Can't you go to the left? I can't go through this wall, so I don't think I can go left this way. I could theoretically go over this structure. Am I missing something obvious? I might be. That area there looks like it could be a secret on the right. I don't know if it is, but it looks like we could fit down there. How peculiar. We can't go through here. I'm gonna try and use momentum. See if this is an accessible area. Heck, I was a little bit off. Wait, we made it to the Jellin field? Hold on, this might have been worth it. There's a sign here with a few pages. This is Jal's Jellin farm. Do not take or smash any of the Jellins. I raised them here with care. If you wish to know how they taste, a description for you. Gelatinous, sour, tangy. Satisfied? If you want to try one, please meet me in the Port Naga arcade. Okay, I certainly don't want to accidentally break one. Let's be very careful and not do that. I know where this is then. This is right above that area? Yeah, okay. Cool. So we actually made it to the Jellin spot, believe it or not. This was a nice little bonus. I really don't want to break any Jellins. Alright, cool. Wow, this is like the third of the area. I mean, it makes sense we're always going up. I can't hit that. Can I hit the chain, maybe? The chain is also not hittable. What a peculiar issue to have. I could theoretically land underneath this. I guess I'll try that next. Alright, I messed it up, unfortunately. We almost made it back into the spot, too. Very strange. I mean, okay, hear me out. What if there is a bad upgrade? Like, I know I joked about the metal bat, but what if our blunt object is not blunt enough? I mean, nothing here would indicate that, though. This could be a sign we have to go back and get more stuff, but I don't know. Let me try to get under again. Can I see it from over here? It doesn't appear I can go through here. It just puts us under it again. How peculiar. Maybe there was like another blunt object similar to the roller skates we could have found? I'm so confused. I mean, normally, like, I can kind of suss it out, but this is just a wall. Perhaps there's somewhere else to go on the left. I guess let's try to... Oh, I see a lamp up there. Let's try to focus on going left and seeing if maybe inside a... Because we saw that item over there, right? Or I say item. We saw the hole, which presumably is going to be a fizzy. But let's try to focus on getting in that hole. I don't know how bad it'll be to get into, but let's try to get that, because that could be what we need. I can't think of anything else, at least. And that at least gives us a goal to work towards. Because I think I've really investigated this area pretty decently. Let's try to use that block over there as our starting point for getting height and see if we can get a little something with it, hopefully. Doesn't put us on the gel, but gets us kind of close. Sort of on track. I think if I hit the gel in here, maybe I'll make it up there. Cool, I can skip that entire thing if I hit it right. I'm gonna try it without a Scoochie in the beginning. This one might be really close. No, not quite. I think maybe if we get enough falling height and then hit the jello block and then go up and around. If not, I'm heckin' stumped. I have no idea. Alright, I tried that one before, I kind of forgot. Heck, this is so confusing. Like, this doesn't feel right either. I mean, it might be, but this doesn't feel like it should be, if that makes sense. If we get the extra height... Actually, let's see how the jello block reacts from here. As a start, it looks like we can kind of line up pretty easily. I might be overdoing this by a lot, or the height might not make a difference at all. I think I missed the jello block because we didn't go boom when we hit it. Okay, so that was too far forward. There is technically momentum that I could store. That gets us about 60% of the way up. If I start from the far ledge, I'm going to try to Scoochie and see if we get there. We're certainly not going to get there. That does get us much higher, though, which does make sense logically. This is just such a hard jump to do, though. The jello blocks are so small. I'm going to try to scooch much closer to the edge. Oh, that was really close, actually. Alright, I'm going to scooch directly from the edge and not try to hit that upper block. I think that might line us up perfectly, or at least be a little bit closer. That was tough. I think we would have gone over it too, to be honest. This just doesn't feel right, though. None of this feels like how we should have to progress. But I literally read a sign that said, don't hit it with a bat. And I was like, ah, yes. The colloquial sign to hit it with a bat. We made it to the height of that this time. Very peculiar. I'm gonna try to stand in the center. We're gonna be very slow going over it. We should be able to maintain a lot of height. There's no way this is right. It's way too hard. Way too inconsistent, too. Maybe I need to reevaluate. Because, like, this is here. I can use that to build up a boatload of speed. I could theoretically ball with it. This has to be part of the puzzle, right? Why else would this be here? What if I do this? Where do we end up? Okay, that was almost perfectly in a hole, which is pretty remarkable, but I don't think this is what we're intended to do. But I will let it play out because I'm curious. Forgot about Basin 21. That place goes crazy. Like, all it does is put me here, which does not get me anything. Yeah, trying to maintain it's really, really hard. And even then, it's going to be such a pitiful amount of speed. I don't believe Jello blocks can let you gain speed infinitely. Yeah, no, I'm stumped. I am absolutely plexed on this one. Like, there's certainly something over there, but it might be... No, there's no way it's not intended to be accessed from over here. I guess it's technically possible, but I just feel it to be unlikely. Like, I'm pretty sure that speed sliding on its own will make us go past it. Maybe not. It looked pretty promising previously. I think that regardless of where we slide off that, we're going to end up with the same problem. And that's the highest we can get, but that's not even, like, close. Wait, hold on. Okay, the Jello block actually does not give that much height. But we do have a bunch of height right now. I guess it's not really that much in perspective. What if I build up a bunch of height here and then we spend it over there? Heck, if I was able to hit the bottom of that corner, maybe. Nah, I don't know. I'm thumped. You know what that means? Probably a good time to take a break, I think. I think when we revisit it with a fresh mind, we'll probably do better. So I'm going to wrap up here for now. I got to make some calls I've been putting off anyways, which is always a huge pain. Because I don't really want to be on hold with a doctor's office for like 20 minutes, but I should go face my fears and do it anyway. So we're going to wrap up for now because I'm heckin' stumped. We'll figure it out next time for sure. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Tomorrow we'll be doing Final Fantasy 2, and then Monday we'll be back for more Factorio Ultra Cube. So hopefully you had a lovely time. I know that I did, and hopefully we'll be seeing you next time. Bye for now.